Welcome in to the Coach Kyle Tatum Show. I'm your host, David Simpson. Today's show is sponsored by Divine Fitness. We're on the field here at Bill Morris Stadium, another hot day, as we're going to talk to Coach Tatum about Friday night's game with Briarwood. Coach, welcome into the show. I know Friday night didn't go as planned as you wanted to be, so kind of talk about Friday night a little bit.
Yeah, obviously it was disappointing, and you know, we just got out of our above and below the standard meeting where we talk about the game and we talk about the plays that affected the game, and whether these plays were above the standard or they were below the standard. And it's quite frankly, we had too many plays that were below the standard. And I think once the kids see, and it's always tough facing the truth on Tell the Truth Sunday. I mean, that's when you got to tell the truth. And I mean, you see it on the film, you see it at the highest level on game night. So that's your best product, and that's what you're putting on tape. Now, can you tell me, is that as good as you can do? And I think more than half the time it's guys knowing that we're better than that. And we didn't quite uphold the standard Friday night. And it's my job as a head coach to make sure they understand that, whether it's quarterback or the long snapper, everybody has a role.
Right.
And we just didn't quite fulfill our role to the greatest Friday night. So we got to move on to Helena and continue to really harp on the details and the fundamentals. And today at practice, we're just going to get back to the fundamentals: tackling, pursuit to the football, the little bitty things that's going to help you win ultimately in the end. So
the first quarter is back and forth. You were hanging in there. When did you think how difficult to see a game like this start slipping away when you were playing, very good football, then a couple of mistakes, and it started to go south for us?
Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing, because you see the guys playing winning football, and DJ Price played one of his best games, came down there and knocked the ball out and was really physical on the ball, and guys really swarming to the ball early and trying to be impactful. And it always goes back to who's going to be the most consistent, who's going to do it over and over and over and maintain their gap and have gap control. And a lot of it was linebacker fits, just not fitting it properly. So it's back to the basics today, and we're going to be harping on these guys and making big time corrections in practice today.
What came to the decision of, if we won the coin toss, to take the ball first?
Yeah, so I just feeling really confident in how our offense had been practicing and performing, and just really had some juice. And we do periods in practice called tempo, and we've been seeing those guys really operate at a high level, and really just wanted to really set the tone with them, because they've been a little bit of our tone setters here lately. And really it was the defense that kind of came up big early, getting us out of some crucial situations, and Ryan McPherson punting the ball well like he did helped us tremendously. So, there's so many factors that go into it.
Was I know you hired your last coach for your staff, I think last week, or at least it was published out on social media. You may have hired him before then, but how hard was that, trying to get that chemistry with your coaching staff and the players start gelling together?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that hard, because protect the family, that's our standard, that's our motto. So we're all about the family, and we're all about keeping this thing close. I think just in a short period of time of 7 months, the guys really do feel a tight bond with us, and we're really going to find out what kind of family we have. Going through a loss, first game, a lot of people could point fingers and make excuses and blame everybody but themselves. But I feel like these kids are going to kind of see their mistakes and see that hey, it's not personable. It's just it's just something I got to fix as a player to give back to this team. I want to be a giver and not some selfish guy who just, I'm not getting the ball, or I'm not getting the ball, so I'm not going to block that hard, So it's making guys understand that every detail and every part of their role is critical, whether it's carrying the football, blocking, tackling, being a special teams player. I mean, it's everybody, all hands on deck. We got week 2 coming,
Yeah.
and our best improvement should be week
That's
1 to
right,
week 2.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That's really how it always goes. So, let's have a great week. We got one less day, so we get to go play Thursday, which, can be a positive or negative, how you want to look at it, but I'm looking at it as a positive because we're going to get that taste out of our mouth faster.
I know it's easy for fans, and I'm a fan, is to try to find a moral victory.
Right.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't like moral victories.
Yeah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. We really shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I try to find some positives in Friday night.
Sure. And we do need to. You do need because, and I think us as coaches, all we really want to do is call a spade a spade. Like, there's no way sugarcoating what's on tape, man.
Yeah.
You either did it or you didn't. Now, sometimes there is some gray area, but for the most part, you either do your job or you don't. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. So, but yeah, I'm with you.
One player that kind of stood out, and we know the Jake Lowrys, the Barack Willises, those guys from last couple of years, but Carlos Bryant, he just blew it up.
Well, I told the guys in the team meeting, I said, okay. I said, 2 guys out of 81 players played winning football on our team.
Wow.
You know who they are. Some of the guys said DJ, and it's DJ Price and Carlos Bryant. So, I mean, those 2 guys played at a good enough level to win football games Friday night. Super excited about Carlos. I can't even tell you the journey he's been on since January. I mean, just from him getting hurt, out here in a sling, fighting his way back from injury, and wasn't O-lineman to begin with. We moved him over to D-line. Now he's our starting nose guard, and I mean, at times he was unblockable. And it's just really it's so encouraging and just such a bright spot just seeing that young man play a key role, and excited about him, no doubt. But yeah, those 2 guys at 81 players. So.
Wow.
So we got a lot of work to do.
And that's the stories we like to hear. An offensive lineman or a defensive lineman switching positions and just excelling in that position. Oscar, I want to ask you too, I know last year you're on Briarwood side. I don't want to keep harping on that, but how emotional was that for you to walk out here and see those folks and know you're about to line up and play against them?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We took this job back in January, and the schedules came out, and we got the region lined up, and always talking to Matthew. He's a good friend of mine, and he's always had some good advice and insight on being a head coach. He's been doing it a while, so he was just after the schedules were done, he's like, "Hey man, you want to play?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I feel like can't turn down a challenge here." So we agreed to play, and more than anything, it's kind of what he said was, 2 good dudes, 2 good coaches, just trying to have a very awesome game and a good atmosphere, and just unfortunately it wasn't a tight game like we wanted it to be, and a 4-quarter game, and it was really only a 1.5 quarter game, unfortunately. But the exciting news is, we have the ability to change that. And
do you feel like a loss like this can help reset the season and say, okay, look, last year's last year.
Mm-hmm.
We lost Friday night. We got to put it behind us, and we've got 9 more ball games.
We got to
put it behind you.
There's no way. There's no place in our process and our family to dwell on the past. I mean, even if it's positive, like, we got to move on.
Yeah.
Because you can also dwell on the positives, right? And there might have been a little bit of, living in the past with the state championship, just kind of being satisfied with being a state champion last year. But this is a new year. This is a new season. This is a new team.
Right.
So, we got to come out this afternoon and have a good one.
Last question about being your first head coaching job. How was the game day atmosphere here? I know it looked like the stands were pretty packed over here at Moody side and on Briarwood side. How did that? Was that the expectation you expected?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, you got 2 really supportive programs, and Briarwood's right down the road, 30 minutes. So I mean, I think that was about what I expected. It was a good atmosphere and a good Friday night. It was everything that we thought it would be, just wish we could have played a little bit better
All
football.
right, Coach. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to seniors Jake Lowry and Barack Willis. You're watching the Coach Kyle Tatum Show, sponsored today by Divine Fitness here on the 411 Network.
My name is Willis Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free. The food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
Welcome back in to the Coach Kyle Tatum Show. Now joining me is senior linebacker Barack Willis. Barack, Friday night didn't go as well as planned. What's your thoughts about Friday night?
I feel like we came out as a team, man. I feel like as a unit we just didn't execute all around. Not gonna point no fingers, but I just feel like as a whole team we weren't firing on all cylinders, And I'm gonna take some of the responsibility for that as a senior, and that's my role. So that's what I just been carrying around this week. That's some of that loss has been falling on me. So I just been ready to come back and work a little bit harder.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, being a senior this year, when you see the younger guys kind of losing focus, it's your responsibility as a senior to kind of say, hey man, let's get focused here. Is that what you're trying to do this week?
Yes, sir. Trying to really step into that leader role, ever since everything happened, a lot happened, just coming back to these guys, having a lot of pull on them, and they just being who I am, they listen to me a lot. So just trying to step into that senior role and be a leader for those guys, those young guys, and get those guys to step up and go and get on that field and go do.
So Thursday night, you're playing Helena. You've seen them 2 years in a row. You kind of know what to expect. What's your thoughts about this week?
I think it's going to be a good game, man. We got a bad taste in our mouth. We don't do good with bad taste, so I think we're going to come out and we're going to respond. That's genuinely how I feel. I think we're going to come out and respond.
So recruiting, I know you committed to Colorado, Buffaloes.
Yes, sir.
Have you made your official visit up there?
Yes, sir, I have.
Are you going to be able to go any more this year up there?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go up to some of the games.
Some of the big games they're going to play?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't blame. Do you get to fly up there, or do you have to drive?
Oh, yeah, I fly up. Yes, sir.
So is anybody, since you committed to Colorado, has any other schools backed off, or they keep coming at you?
Some have cooled down, some still try, it just depends on like the coaches, every coach is different.
Yeah.
Just put it like that. Yeah. So like some coaches still think they can try to get you even when you committed, but some coaches know like, hey, this guy, he's locked in with this place,
Will you be a early enrollee at Colorado? Or
yes,
you
sir.
Oh, okay. So you'll go after December.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Well, Barack, we're looking forward to this Thursday night. We hope you have a great game and stay healthy. We appreciate you being on the
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Kyle Tatum Show today. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back into the Coach Kyle Tatum Show. Joining me now is senior quarterback Jake Lowry. And Jake, I know Friday night was kind of tough. Kind of talk about Friday night if you want to a little bit.
No, I will. Obviously, it's not the way you want to start your season. Playing a familiar face like that, you look back to last year and you expect it to go the same way, but, we got a new team. And a lot of the new faces out there getting some experience is a good thing, but, we got to come out better this coming up week for sure.
Well, you played against Helena here last year. That was a back and forth ball game. I'm sure you'll watch film on Helena starting today, but what's your thoughts about playing them again here at home?
Obviously I like playing at home better, just, home field advantage, but not our best game, not my personal best game, obviously, last year. So I look to play a lot better this time around.
I was going to ask you, too, about Friday night. Austin, the backup quarterback, is in at wide receiver, and you hit him for a touchdown pass. Is he 6'5", 6'4"?
He's 6'6", I don't know, something like that.
So he's a big target. Hopefully you're going to see him a lot more and throw to him. Recruiting-wise, I know John Gross over at Sanford, former coach here at Moody, has reached out. How many schools are looking at you?
So far, I just have offers from Sanford and North Alabama.
Okay.
I've had a few other schools I'm in contact with. Just really waiting to see how all that plays out to make a decision.
So with the transfer portal in college, NIL in college, did they tell you, hey, Jake, I need you to commit pretty quick here because we may be looking at somebody else? Can you talk about that process in it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely different with all the the new rules like the 5th-year rule, stuff
Yeah.
like that. There's just a lot of moving parts for it, and it's not necessarily commit right now, do this, be quick. So yeah, I'm just just waiting.
If you do get that offer and you do commit to a school, will you be an early enrollee
Yes, sir.
as well as Barack?
Mm.
Okay, yeah, seems that's the big thing now. It used to be you had to wait till the following after you graduated in May to report. Well, we're looking forward to a good game Thursday night. Wish you the best of luck and stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
You've been watching the Coach Kyle Tatum show. When you come back, we're going to talk to Coach Tatum about the upcoming game Thursday night versus Helena. Welcome back into the Coach Kyle Tatum show. Coach, early game or short week for you.
Yeah, sure.
Thursday night game against Helena. Started that series 2 years ago, and Moody's been on top. Last year was a pretty big battle here at the Bill.
Sure.
Why Thursday night? What goes into that scheduling? Because that's a lot of questions I get.
Sure.
Why we got to play on Thursday night, being a weeknight? So
All right,
can you kind of explain that a
yeah,
little bit?
so Thursday night ensures us that we'll have an extra day to prepare for our first region opponent, which ultimately that's why you do it. That's number one. Number two, just being one of the only games in town. A lot of people do it, but I think it just gives us more time to prepare for Alexandria, which I think ultimately that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. So Helena, they were 5-6 last year. They did make the playoffs, lost in the first round. What do you know about the Huskies?
Yeah, so I do know that Coach Busby and I have been good friends for quite a while. He was the head coach at Fultondale a while back when I was recruiting and coaching college football. I had Fultondale as one of my schools.
Okay.
I would stop in and see old Richie, and just a good dude. Always been down to earth. Good football coach, and I know they got a good, nice style of running the football they like to go to, and been seeing a lot of that. The last year's game, taking a look back at what they did. They were right there, had every chance to beat us. So. Are they bringing back that same team? I don't think so. I think they've lost a lot of kids off that team, and but at the same time, they got some nice returners, and the quarterback looked solid. I saw the spring game, and they got some playmakers, offensively and defensively. So we're going to dive more into those guys tonight as a staff, and really figure out what we're going to do to attack these guys.
Being a short week, what's your schedule? So I guess my question is, you don't want to peak early during the week. You want to peak on Thursday night. So how do you manage that?
Yeah, so, I think the number one thing is, we have to play football. So, today we'll come out and we'll put the shoulder pads on, after having yesterday off.
Yeah.
And today will be like a Monday for us.
Gotcha.
So normally on Sundays we're in helmets.
Yeah.
But today will be team run, third down red zone, scouts, just starting out versus Helena, kind of seeing what they do. We just try to get better as a football team. Corrections, what did you mess up on in the game? You know? And I know, right now we have a ton to work on as a football team. So, practice should be exciting, and just guys should be getting after it, coaches coaching hard, and just upholding the standard.
Yeah.
They will do what we allow them to do, and we ain't allowing below the average football, below the standard football. That's not happening around here. We got to correct what went on Friday night, and a lot of it was just guys doing their own stuff.
Yeah.
It's nothing that we were coaching. It was just sometimes in that moment when the lights get on, they sometimes revert back to some bad habits or kind of their way of doing things.
Yeah.
And it's not that at all. It's It's how we do it. You know, how we do it is Moody, as our family. So that's kind of where we're at today. We got to get on it, get after it.
One question you probably don't want to answer, but the injury bug.
Yeah.
How are we looking injury-wise?
Yes.
I saw some guys kind of
Yeah.
hobble down. If you don't want to talk about it, I understand, but
Yeah.
everybody wants to know how we are.
Oh yeah, well, I think ultimately people that know football, they knew we were fighting a really tough battle Friday night. Not only with just the atmosphere and the game and the magnitude and first game, all that, but we at one time we didn't have 7 starters, so we lost DJ with a hip. Kylan had some eligibility issues.
Yeah.
And then we had Showtime, who's been a little banged up since camp.
Yeah.
He's had an MCL, so and then those 3 guys who had the incident with the cigars after the game. So a lot of firepower, and we get those guys back going this week, and I think things will be a whole lot better. But it's just drawing that fine line of being physical, knowing that you can't go soft, and just be have a practice where you can't be physical every time, because I feel like you truly have to continue to do what you do.
Right.
So you got to bring some physicality, and at the same time take care of your guys to where that they can recover. And like you were saying, peaking Thursday night for us this week is really starting to pull back on them Tuesday and Wednesday. So,
all right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time today. I know it's a short week, but we're looking forward to Thursday night here at the Bill. That's right, folks. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Thursday night here at the Bill. 411 broadcast will start about 6 p.m. Game day crew will go live about 6:30. So get here early. Gates are open between 5:30 and 6. You can buy your tickets at the gate or through GoFan. We need a big crowd here to support these Blue Devils. Operation 411 is in full force. See you here at the Bill Thursday night.
This is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
My name is Willie Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free. The food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
Tonight, the spotlight shines on a matchup featuring 2 programs ready to make a statement, the Helena Huskies and your Moody Blue Devils. For Moody, tonight is about more than just another game. The Blue Devils opened the season against the Briarwood Christian Lions, and it wasn't the start that defending state champions were looking for. Briarwood came away with a victory, handing Moody an opening game loss and giving the Blue Devils an early reminder that every Friday night in Alabama high school football must be earned. But one thing we know about championship teams, they do not let one game define their season. Tonight, Moody gets the opportunity to turn the page. The Blue Devils will look to clean up the mistakes from the Briarwood game, establish their identity, and show that the road back to championship caliber football starts right here. Standing in their way is a hungry Helena Husky team that understands the opportunity in front of them. Helena will be looking to make the life difficult for Moody from the opening kickoff, while the Blue Devils will be looking to answer the challenge with physical football, discipline, and the kind of toughness that has become part of their identity. So buckle up, because tonight we've got the Huskies versus the Blue Devils. Helena versus Moody. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the 411 Network. I am David Simpson, alongside my broadcast partner, Brett Staggs, and always the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. We welcome you to Bill Morris Stadium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Huskies from Helena and your Moody Blue Devils. Guys, it's a little bit cooler weather-wise than it was a week ago.
Man, it couldn't feel much better considering we're still in the month of August right now. Fantastic day. No place like Bill Morris Stadium in the early parts of fall. Seeing these Blue Devils down there warming up a little bit. Got some new faces that'll get to play their first game this season for the Blue Devils tonight. Got a couple other people that are setting out for the night. But it's going to be a fun one against Helena. It's turned into some pretty exciting football games over the past couple of years as Moody and Helena. Willie, how are you feeling down there?
Well, when I was fussing about the sun just a little while ago, the Lord heard my cry, and he gave us a nice cloud to cover up the sun. But I'm glad to be here, and I got to do this at the top because I talked to y'all and told you I was going to do it. I got to give a shout-out to Chase Pond and the Victory Christian Lions. They heard me pick Raglan last week, and they sent it to me via message to remind me of that, and they took care of business. So, Chase, congratulations to you guys. Keep it up, and Lord willing, I'll see y'all one night this week. But I'm glad to be here. Let's get this going tonight, guys.
I'm just glad that somebody is watching our picks. That's exciting.
Amen to that.
Well, again, Thursday night football here at the Bill. As Coach Tatum said in his coach's show this week, that playing Thursday gives them an extra day of rest. And people say, well, one day really don't matter, but it does matter. We got some banged up players from that game last week against Briarwood, and some will probably sit tonight. They may be dressed out, but only be used in emergency situations.
Yeah, and again, going into region play coming up next week, it's really important that we focus on getting our game, our playmakers healthy, putting them in the right position. It's good to let them go through warm-ups, get that first week under their belt, get a little bit familiar with the routine under the new coaching staff. But again, be missing Jelijah Rutledge. He'll be out. He's just a little banged up from last week, and hopefully getting him healthy, and potentially some other names. We'll see if we can get those confirmed, and we'll bring those to you. But again, we want to win every football game, but we want to be smart with our playmakers tonight and make sure they're healthy for when the games really start to mean just a little bit more next week.
We're going to go ahead and get with our game day picks. We have 11 games on tonight's docket. Again, most of the games will be played tomorrow night, so next week we'll know the winners. Last week, Willie had 7 wins, 4 losses. I was with 7 and 4, so me and Willie tied for first. Coming in third was Ashland at 6 and 5. Brett Staggs was in fourth at 5 and 6. Brett Madison was 4 and 7, and our producer, the man behind the curtain, Eric Parsons, was 2 and 9. So, hey, a lot of football left to be played. It's all in fun. So we'll go ahead and get ready with our picks. Like I said, we got 11 games on tonight's docket. In the first game, we always try to include all the St. Clair County teams, and then we'll get into our region play. First game on the docket is Central Phoenix City Red Devils. They're 0-1. They're at the Pell City Panthers, who are also 0-1. Willie.
This is the first ever meeting between these two schools. The Red Devils took one on the chin last week at home against the Thompson Warriors, 41-14, with new coach Cody Floney, if I pronounce it right. Pell City also took one on the chin at Bessemer City last week, 31-14. There's a lot for Pell City to deal with, including an angry Central Phoenix City. I'm picking the Red Devils to win tonight.
Willie goes with Central Phoenix City. Brett Staggs.
Willie, I'm with you on this one. I'm going with Central Phoenix City to get the victory tonight.
All across the board, everybody is picking the Red Devils to get that win at Pell City tomorrow night. Game number 2, a familiar foe we saw last year in the playoffs, Priceville Bulldogs. They're 1-0. They're on the road at the Springville Tigers, who lost a heartbreaker last week against Asheville. They are 0-1. Willie, who do you have?
These two schools also have never met. Priceville is 1-0 on the season after a very convincing 46-0 win at home against Brewer. Meanwhile, Springville lost a heartbreaker to rival Asheville 1918 at Asheville. As Brett likes to say, a 46-point win would be too much for Springville to overcome. So I'm picking Priceville.
Willie goes with the Bulldogs. Brett, who do you have?
Yeah, Willie, I'm linked up with you on this one. I'm going with Priceville tonight. What a kind of a fun city, a fun team, a gritty team. We got introduced to them last year. Really like the way they play football. I think they're going to get the victory tonight against Springville.
All across the board, everybody picks the Priceville Bulldogs to get that win at Springville. Game number 3, Westbrook Christian Warriors. They're 0-0. This is their first game of the season. They're on the road at the Asheville Bulldogs, who are 1-0. Willie, who do you have?
Well, I'm certainly surrounded by the cheerleaders down here. But this series started back in 2014. Asheville is 0-2 versus Westbrook, including being outscored 90-39. It's been 11 years since they played each other. Asheville is much improved, but Westbrook is a juggernaut with former great Piedmont coach Steve Smith. So I'm picking Westbrook Christian.
Brett Staggs, who do you have in this game?
I'm with you, Willie. I'm also going with Westbrook in this game as well.
This one's all across the board here. Brett Madison picks Westbrook Christian. Ashland and Eric go with Asheville, and I'm going to go with Westbrook Christian to get that win at Asheville tonight. Next game, Pleasant Valley Raiders 1-0 at the Raglan Purple Devils 0-1. Willie, who do you have?
This is the 8th meeting between Pleasant Valley and Raglan. Raglan leads this series 4-3. In fact, they've won the last 2, outscoring Pleasant Valley 71-12. Ugh. They last played in 2023. I didn't seem that bad when I wrote it down. Pleasant Valley last won in 1994, 41-0. The Purple Devils took a big loss to arch rival Victory Christian, Chase Pond, 43-21. Pleasant Valley won a home game 26-7 over White Plains. Pleasant Valley is much improved. So I'm going to pick the Raiders to win at Raglan.
Willie goes with Pleasant Valley. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Yeah, we're right along with you, Willie. We're just locked in on this one. I'm taking the Raiders to get that big victory tonight and start off the season 2-0.
All across the board, everybody goes with Pleasant Valley Raiders to get that win at Raglan. All right, now we're getting into Region 6 out of Class 4A. First one on the docket is Coosa Christian Conquerors. They're 0-1. They are at Lou Scales Stadium up in Alexandria to take on the Valley Cubs. Willie, who do you have?
These two schools have never met. The Conquerors are the defending 2A state champions. They started defense of their crown with a 55-0 loss at Pierce County, Georgia. This is Alexandria's first game of the season. The Cubs finished second in their region behind 4A runner-up Anniston, finishing 10-2. Losing in the second round to playing 42-14. The aura of Old Lou Scales Stadium is still alive and well today, so I'm picking the Cubs at Old Lou Scales Stadium to win tonight.
Brett Staggs, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, if we were picking this one last week, I was going to have to go with Coosa Christian, but just kind of show that they faced some adversity during the offseason, and we're going to have to see a little bit more from them. So I'm taking the Valley Cubs to win at Lou Scales, and then we'll get to see them next week ourselves.
All across the board, the rest of the 411 broadcast team pick the Valley Cubs to get that win. Next game, Anniston Bulldogs 0-1 at Minor Tigers, who are 0-0, and there's some breaking information on the Anniston situation. I'll let Willie give you the news on Anniston Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's kind of in my my little notes here. This is the 5th meeting between these two, with Anniston leading 4-1. The series started in 1990. They last played my senior year of high school in 1993. That was a great year. Anniston won 22-17. This will be a very emotional game, as Anniston made the 4A title game last season with their new minor coach, Rico Jackson, while Minor finished 4-6. I'm picking I'm picking Minor to get the Bulldogs at home tonight. And as we all seen, the breaking news you're talking about, besides Anderson's coach being Minor's new coach, well, apparently Anderson's coach may not be coaching tonight either. So who knows?
All right, Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Yeah, we've seen how far teams can fall in 1 year. After the Bulldogs had a historic season, had a disappointing finish in Protective Life Stadium last year, I'm taking the Minor Tigers with their former coach to get the victory tonight at home.
All across the board, the 411 broadcast team are picking pretty much the same. I don't know if everybody's just being conservative or what, but it's all in fun anyway. The next game on the docket out of the Region 6, Central Clay County Volunteers. They're 0-1. They're at Elmore County Panthers, who are 1-0. Willie.
This one will be short. This is the ninth meeting between these two in a series that started back in 2012. Central Clay is 9-0 against Elmore County, outscoring them 308-81. The Vols will be 10-0 after tonight. I'm picking the Vols to win tonight.
Willie goes with Central Clay. Breck Staggs.
Yep, Volunteers not used to starting out the season with a loss. I'm taking the Volunteers to get their first victory tonight away.
Everybody picked Clay County, but our producer, Eric Parsons, who went with Elmore County. So, hey, somebody went out there on that. So
I actually went with Victory Christian last week.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. All right, a big game right down the road here on 411. The St. Clair County Saints 1-0. They are at the Leeds Green Wave. This is their home opener. Willie, who do you have?
You know, I'll enjoy doing the history on this one. So this is the 30th meeting between these two rivals, with Leeds leading 22-7. This series started back in 1969 with Leeds winning the first 7 games. St. Clair got their first win in the series 9-7 in 1978. St. Clair's last win at Leeds, I was there, was 1914. The Saints ended another 7-game loser streak to the Green Wave with a 50-49 overtime victory at St. Clair last season. We got two good teams with two great coaches as these two great rivals battle on Whitmire Street. It's a tough game to pick, but I'm picking the Saints on the road to get the win tonight, and I'll probably upset some Leeds people. Oh, and a big shout out to my St. Clair boys, Easton, Andy, and Sydney, who were all born the year the Saints last defeated the Green Wave at Leeds.
Wow. All right, thank you, Willie. Brett Staggs, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, Willie touched on it, but what a fun, electric game they played against one another last year in overtime. Just super competitive game. Going to be at Leeds, which made me kind of wobble in that direction, but St. Clair looked so good last week. I'm going with the Saints to get the victory away and hand Leeds Green Wave a loss tonight at home.
Brett Madison goes with the Saints. Ashlyn Cook with the Saints. Eric and myself are going to go with the Greenies tomorrow night to get that win on that opener. It's going to be a good game. This game can go anyway. St. Clair really impressed me against Gardendale. So we'll see. That quarterback, Landon, Willie, what's his last name? Landon Smith. Landon Smith has been in that system for 4 years, and you can tell he's accurate. He can scramble. So Leeds has got their hands full, but I believe Leeds is going to get the victory tomorrow night. All right, another game out of the Region 6, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles 1-0 on the road at the Oxford Yellow Jackets 1-0. Willie, who do you have?
This is the 63rd meeting in a long-standing rivalry, with the Oxford dominating the series 43-16-6. This series started in 1924 with a 6-6 tie. They last played in 2023. Oxford won 36-7. Oxford has also won the last 10 straight with a score of 314-86. Jacksonville last won 26-14 back in 1984. I was going on 11. I agree with David. Jacksonville has something special brewing up there, but Oxford is at home. This will be a very tough game, but I'm picking the Yellow Jackets at home.
Willie goes with Oxford. Brett Staggs, who do you have in this game?
Yeah, agreeing with both of you. Jacksonville's certainly a team to watch. I think they're going to turn some heads all season, but I don't think they're going to overcome the Yellow Jackets at home tonight. I'm taking Oxford to get the victory.
Everybody on the docket except myself picked Oxford. I got to ride that train with Jacksonville because I saw something last year in them. They've got something. Now, they're playing a very, very good Oxford Yellow Jackets team on the road. So 10 years, it's time for Jacksonville to get a win. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to go with Jacksonville to get that upset win tomorrow night. All right, Sylacauga Aggies, they're 1-0. They are at Munford, this is their opening game. Willie, who do you have?
This is the 11th meeting between these two schools, with the Aggies leading 7-3. The series started back in 1958. Munford's 3 wins came in 73, 74, and 86. In fact, 86 was Munford's last win in this series. They last played in 2019 with the Aggies winning in overtime 29-22. This will be Mumford's first game of the season, while Sylacauga beat Hopeful 35-7 last week. The Aggies finished 4-6, while Mumford finished 1-9. I know the Lions are home, but I'm picking the Aggies to get the big road win tonight.
Willie goes with Sylacauga. Brett Staggs, who do you have?
Yeah, Willie, I'm with you on this one. I'm taking Sylacauga to get the road win as well.
All across the board, everybody picks the Aggies to get that win tomorrow night. All right, the last game, the final game, the big game, the one tonight here at Bill Morris Stadium. Helena Huskies, this is their opener. They're on the road here against Moody, who is 1-0 after taking a shocking loss to the Briarwood Christian Lions. Willie, who do you have?
This is the third meeting between these two schools. This short series started back in 2024. Moody won 31-28 last season and 26-21 at Helena 2 years ago. Last season, Helena finished 5-6, losing to Bessemer City 24-7 in the first round of the playoffs. Moody took one on the chin last week, 35-7 against Briarwood. I'm sure players and coaches took a step back and assessed a lot of things. Moody is looking to bounce back from a tough loss, while Helena is looking to get it off to a good start to open the season. I'm picking our Moody Blue Devils to get a bounce-back win at home tonight.
Brett Staggs, who do you have in this game?
Yeah, just less than a year ago, I sat in a hospital room at St. Vincent's right after my second daughter, Caroline, was born, and the very first thing she ever saw on television was the Moody Blue Devils defeating the Helena Huskies. It's going to be a good game tonight. We've got some new players that didn't get to play last week that are finally strapping up to get their opener for the season. We've got some other players that are going to have to be sitting out on the bench, but what's become kind of a fun football game between Helena and Moody with some exciting finishes. I believe the Blue Devils come out on top, put some pieces together, and learn a lot from last week, and we get to see what kind of football team we're dealing with for the rest of the season.
Brett Madison, Ashley Cook, and Eric Parsons picked the Blue Devils to get the win. I'm like you, Brett. Last two seasons, this game has been very, very exciting. Last year, Helena kept hanging around. You know, Moody made some mistakes early, but their defense was able to rise up and hold off the Huskies. But tonight's a different night, new team, and new coaching staff, obviously, for Moody. Talking to Coach Tatum Sunday, he's locked in. He is really focused to turn this thing around quickly. He was not happy with the outcome of last Friday night. So we'll see. I think we're going to see a different team. We get Juju back in the backfield. Justin Hill is back. Fish is back on the line. Colin Baker is back. So we got a lot of people that are back this week that could help us. So we'll see how everything goes. But again, it's, you know, you got to play focused football, limit those turnovers, and when you get in the red zone, let's convert touchdowns instead of field goals. So very unusual for Legatron, Ryan McPherson, to miss, and he did last Friday night. But that's in the past. Tonight's a new night, so we'll see how this Moody team responds. As the crowd is still coming in off the 411 into High School Drive. We're getting excited for this big game. We appreciate everybody tuning in on this Thursday night. I know there's college football tonight. I know there's other high school games on, but we'll appreciate you tuning in here to the 411 Network. And we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors who bought commercials for this season. And if a commercial sponsor is still available, if you are interested, please reach out to the 411 Network. But at this time, we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000. A firm large enough for all your legal needs, but small enough to know your name.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
When storm season hit, it was bad. It was rain, hail, lightning, tree limbs coming down on the roof. It was overwhelming. But then I called Revolution Roofing and everything changed. They did a thorough inspection. Everything went really quickly. They handled the claim process and they made the whole thing really easy for me. If your home is hit by a storm or your roof is older and you want to get a free estimate, do what I did. Call Revolution Roofing and get your peace of mind back.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
My name is Willie Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free, the food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Welcome back into the 411 Network live here at Bill Morris Stadium as folks are still coming off 411 on the high school drive for tonight's matchup between the Helena Huskies and your Moody Blue Devils. Brett, you got a couple of stats from last week. Kind of go over those for us.
Yeah, sure do. So Jake Lowry, our QB1, back on the football field last week. He started his season going 18 for 30, a 60% completion rate, passing for 160 yards and just one touchdown. No interceptions, though. That's an important category. Trent Murdoch, kind of a difficult night on the ground, 10 carries for 27 yards. Expect that to open up for him a little bit tonight. Maybe some 2 running back set now that Juju's back. And we've got Fish back on the line, so things are looking up for tonight in that area. Jelijah Rutledge, unfortunately, will be out tonight, but he was our leading receiver with 9 receptions, just squeaked over 100 yards, so a really big game for Jelijah, 101 yards. No touchdowns, but he himself was responsible for 50% of the team's completions. Austin Drybar got 2 receptions for 17 yards. One of them was the lone touchdown for the Blue Devils, so we'll get to see him featured a little bit more tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, none other than DJ Price, 6 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, so he was our leading tackler. He'll be sitting out tonight as well with some injuries. Carlos Bryant, a sophomore, was really a spark for the Blue Devils last week, and we can get into his story a little bit more as the night goes on. We have the opportunity, but he looked really good with 5 tackles and 2 sacks. Donovan Dennis also had a sack and 4 tackles himself, and then Barack Willis came away with 1 tackle on the night. So some bright spots for the Moody Blue Devils, looking to put some of the pieces together. Obviously, we're missing out our leading receiver. We're missing our leading tackler and a leader on the defense, but going to see some new faces get to play. Kylan get in the football game and step up. One of the things Kylan couldn't play last week, but his leadership from the sideline, coaching his team up, putting them in the right positions. It's a great opportunity for us to bounce back, and we need to bounce back in a couple ways, and Coach already talked about it. We need to see the execution cleaned up just a little bit, and that happens first game of the season, but we also need to see some energy. And we're going to be leaning on this older team that's been successful before, and then maybe some new young sparks to come in and bring some energy. So one more player I want to mention. I know that we've been talking about this for a bit, but Cade Mitchell he's number 0. He's wearing the goose egg for us. It's a great number for a defensive player. He was dressed out tonight. Still no official word on whether or not he's going to get any reps, but he's the leading tackler that's returning from last year. And if you remember, if you watched any football, the Moody Blue Devil defense, fantastic defense. Caden Mitchell, that young man, all over the football field all year long, in on every single play. So we'd love to see him get involved tonight. Maybe they'll be resting him and calling on him when they need him and getting ready for Alexandria next week. But either way, definitely some good opportunities for improvement and to put a couple of extra pieces together this week.
Caden Mitchell is dealing with a MCL strain or issue there, so they wanted to keep him out last week, and he was wearing a brace. So it's good to see him dressed out. Hopefully he'll get some action, but I know region play, that brutal region they're in, there's a lot. That's a tough region, and you want to get everybody healthy as we start region play. We're under 9 minutes now before kickoff as folks are still coming in off the 411 on the high school drive, and a good crowd on this Thursday night. Helena's brought a lot of folks as we see Helena starting to exit their locker room, and shortly we'll see the captains come on the field. We'll have the invocation along with our national anthem, and then teams run out. We'll get this kickoff going, but temperature-wise here at the Bill, a lot different. Kind of humidity's kind of dropped. Eric's brought a bigger fan for us. Last week up here we were baking all night long. It was kind of rough, but I think it was rough on everybody. The crowd was kind of, dealing with the heat, as with the players and everyone. But tonight's a new night, so hopefully we'll get this thing turned around and get some exciting Blue Devil football for you here on the 411 Network. Spirit Line is also starting lining up, and we're getting ready for our invocation. So we're going to pause now for our invocation.
Blue Devils and the Helena Huskies. We remind everyone that interscholastic athletes are an extension of the classroom. Please remember that these are high school athletes competing in a spirit of friendly competition. We ask all players, coaches, and fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship by respecting our opponents, coaches, and game officials. Thank you for supporting high school athletics and for helping us make tonight's game a positive experience for everyone. Now, if you would, please stand as you are able. Remove your hats, as Haley Hayden will lead us in a student-led prayer, and remain standing as the Moody High School Marching Band honors our great nation by performing the national anthem.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all here together. Thank you for the players, the coaches, and everyone who came to support tonight. I pray for protection and safety over this game tonight. I pray you would guide each player, give them strength and confidence. Help them play with humility and respect. We give you glory in advance. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, that was our national anthem. Our flag tonight is at half staff due to the unfortunate loss of American icon Dolly Parton. Passed away, I believe it was on Wednesday that we lost Dolly, or maybe it was Tuesday, not sure. But American icon, what a life lived, and the president asked that all flags be at half staff for a couple of days in her honor. The captains are coming out now for Moody tonight. From Blue Devils will be number 77, Fish Brenniger, number 15, Austin Dryberg, and number 5, Kylan Baker. over for the Helena Huskies. They have two number 4s here, but I'm going to go with number 4, Nathan Reed. He's a 5'11 defensive back, 170 senior. Number 8 for Helena is either Kai Coleman or J.P. Schultz. And number 26 is Jacoby Studemeyer. He's a running back. He's 5'11", 175 senior. So take it down to Big Willie for the coin toss.
My name's Tom. I'm the referee. Terry is the umpire. We're going to play this game with sportsmanship. You guys understand? All right. You're the spokesman. I got a coin. Heads, AHSAA. Tails, NFHS. What do you want? Tails. Tails is what he said. He's got tails. You want to talk? We want to defer. Stay where you are, guys.
Helena won the toss, and they will defer their option to the second half.
All right, so now you'll see that Moody offense come out on the field just like last week. So hopefully they've made the necessary adjustments and hopefully get off on a better start than they did last week as we wait for both teams to come running out on the field here at Bill Morris Stadium.
Yep, certainly need to make a statement, get some momentum early. You know, we saw last week, lost a little bit of that momentum. It was hard to get it back, get any juice. Want to see the leaders bring that juice, and luckily we've got some on the field this week that weren't last week. So looking for that senior leadership from the Blue Devil football team. Last week kind of got hung up on the sign coming out. Hopefully that doesn't happen this week.
What's the sign read there, Brett?
Devils, why you so cold? Freeze the field.
Okay.
Maybe that's a pop culture reference I don't understand.
And Helena's is tell a friend to tell a friend we're back. So always fun high school football. As we wait on the teams to run out. Not sure the head referee is talking to Coach Tatum right now, so not sure.
I think he said we get 7 points to start with.
We'll take it.
Actually got 3 minutes, so they got the clocks. Not sure what the holdup is. And here come your Moody Blue Devil football. And as always, we like to hear Stag steps to victory.
Step number 1 tonight is own the clock and dictate the tempo. Moody can't afford the quick 3-and-outs we saw last week. Coach Busby's teams love to lean on you in the second half, so Moody's offense has to string together some long offensive drives, stay ahead of the chains on first and second down, and let the defense breathe on the sideline a little bit. Step 2, we have to win the turnover margin. Can't give them any free real estate. Against a disciplined program like Helena, you can't hand over short fields. Moody needs to protect the ball offensively and force some turnovers on the defensive side. If we win the turnover battle, we're primed to win the football game. And step 3 tonight is cash in on those important third downs. This game's going to be won on third and manageable. Moody has to stay on schedule in the early down so they're not facing 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, and facing a pin back pass rush. When they find themselves in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, we have to execute and be sharp, convert the big downs, extend those drives, and finish with 6 instead of 3 every single time. And those are tonight's Stag steps to victory.
All right, Brett, always look forward to the Stag steps. And I know Coach Tatum and them watch the show, and hopefully they take your advice because a lot of them would they can learn a lot from you.
I know I can learn a lot from them too.
So back to return for your Blue Devils. Justin Hill, we call him Juju, along with number 4, Aiden White. Tonight from our 411 studios, we'll be giving you some high school scores, baseball scores, and some college football scores, hopefully tonight from our 411 studios up in Nectar, Alabama. Got it teed up. Looks like that's number 92 for the Huskies. That's Chris Lewis. He's a 6'1", 155 senior. Also, you got, actually, Aiden White is back deep. You got Trigg Murdoch and Juju. And it's a pooch kick, and I think it's going to come to Juju. He will get it at about the 9. He's looking for running room, and he sees a little seam. He's up. He's over. We'll get the flag down.
Yep.
And he's going to get down to about the 31, 32-yard line, but there's flags all over the field.
Yep, several flags in the play, but welcome back, Juju Hill. You can see the replay here. A little bit of energy that he brings. We talked about it all last year. He can find a seam, stick his foot in the ground, and get upfield, and it's very meaningful reps last season. We'll expect him to really shoulder a lot of the burden tonight.
As we saw on the replay there, I believe they're going to get us with a block in the back there. Looks like that was number 18 for the Blue Devils, Caden Crump. He's a senior linebacker, and Coach Tatum talking to him a little bit. It's just a mental mistake. So they'll be penalized half the distance to the goal, I believe. So Moody start from their own 10-yard. They're actually penalized 15 yards, so it'll be at the 10-yard line. They're set up. Juju Hill's the lone setback. You got twins at the top, twins, low snap. Lowry looks over to throw it. Aiden White is in and out of his hands. Great play call there.
Yep.
Had him open.
Fantastic play call. Really great execution from Jake Lowry to be able to pick up the low snap and really get a dime out there, but early game jitters, Aiden White, he's going to drop it. Also looking, we've got number 15, Austin Dryberg, backup quarterback, sole touchdown, receiving touchdown last week for the Blue Devils, is in the ball game tonight.
He's 6'6". Jake Lowry looks to hand off to Juju. He's looking for a little runner room. He stutter steps, and he pushes. Maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. He may have gained half a yard, so it's going to be – actually, they're going to give him 1 yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Blue Devils. And actually had Barack Willis in there on the offensive side.
Trying a different set out there with Barack, and obviously with Fish in, a little bit more movement, but a fantastic defensive line led by number 9, Deshaun McClain for Helena, is going to test us all night long on the offensive line.
Big 3rd down here for the Blue Devils. Aiden White in motion. Jake Lowry takes the snap. He's looking. There he goes down the sideline to Austin Dryberg, and in and out over the outreach of Austin Dryberg. I like the play call, Brett.
Yep, got to go for it. Got to try something. Obviously, Austin wasn't able to get that separation, still getting some early reps at wide receiver and couldn't come down with it. The hand fighting a little bit, but exactly what you don't want to see, a big penalty given up on that kick return and then a 3 and out for the Moody Blue Devils. We're going to have to send the firemen out on the field. That's the defense after this punt. Settle down and give us a second shot to get some momentum in this football game.
Let's see what Ryan McPherson, better known as Legatron, can see if they can pin the Huskies back.
2 return men for the Huskies.
That one at the 40 and one at the Blue Devil 45. Good snap. About got it. And it's going to take a bounce and going to end up at about the 46-yard line of the Blue Devils. I thought he may have got a hand on that off the edge, Brett.
Yeah. It looked like he did at first, but then it came out in almost a perfect spiral, so it makes you wonder whether or not he did. Gives a not favorable field position for your Blue Devils to come out and defend against. So here come the firemen. And we see the first snap of the season for number 5, a leader on the defensive side, a senior, Kylan Baker, instrumental in that championship win a year ago. Let's see what the Blue Devils can string together.
Caleb Serrano is the quarterback for the Huskies. He takes the snap and he's looking to throw. He's being pressured by Barack Willis. Ball's thrown down, and it's missed communication on that end, but what a hit from Barack Willis off that edge.
A lot of pressure from basically the entire defensive line, including Kobe Taylor, Barack Willis, and others on there. So they were living in the backfield. So let's see, last week couldn't get a lot going with the defensive line, but maybe an exciting battle to watch between Moody's D-line and the O-line of the Helena Huskies.
Caleb Serrano is the quarterback for the Huskies. Looks like he's going to have one lone setback. He's got actually got 3 backs in the backfield. Now they're going to shift. 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies. He takes the snap. He looks to fake. Got a guy wide open there and a good block on the end, and he's got the first down and he's got running room.
Yep, they're going to hold. They called it.
Yeah. So it's going to go back. That's going to be first down will be nullified. It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it may be a first down. We'll see what happens.
Looks like some kind of miscommunication on the defensive side of the ball for the Blue Devils, and they do call that holding penalty. Nobody was covering the flat. Maybe somebody thought they were in zone and another thought they were in man. Leaves a wide open out route to the flat. The Blue Devils are lined up near the 15-yard line. The Huskies are lined up near midfield. Let's see.
So it's going to be second. They'll go back to be second at about 7 or maybe 6. Coach Busby over there giving that referee an earful. He didn't think it was holding.
Looked like holding from here. Had a pretty good look at it. Coach Busby, 9th year with the Helena Huskies, mostly in the 6A division, and been a very good football team.
Not sure where they're spotting the ball. Moody right now. So it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It will be second and
yeah, it should be at the 40.
Yeah, it's going to be at the 40.
Game's paused. Give a shout out to my brother who's watching online. He's going to be here at halftime. So shout out Trevor, former Moody football player, the best linebacker to ever play for the Blue Devils.
So 2nd and 5 now. It is second down after the penalty. Miscommunication with the referees there. It should be not sure what.
Extra half.
Here we go. Yeah, so now Coach Tatum's on the field.
Yeah, I mean, the hold happened at least there.
They send the man in motion. Sereno looks to throw. Pass is complete. And I think he's going to get enough for the first down. A little pitch and catch there for the Huskies as they move the chains and pick up that first down. In on the tackle for the Blue Devils, looks like number 22, Jasper McRae. He's a sophomore linebacker for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, just a little stick route you saw from the Blue Devil or from the Huskies. Has settled right in, right past the sticks, and converted that second down.
Zion Trulove getting the start over there at cornerback. Colin Baker's back in there. Looks like they got 2 safeties. Run right up the middle, and there's big number 95 for the Blue Devils. Ethan Evans on the tackle. He picked up about 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 now for the Huskies. A lot of young players in for the Blue Devils. Number 44, Nolan Nunley in at linebacker. So 2nd and 7. A lot of movement from the Huskies.
Yeah.
Sereno looks over the defense. He takes the snap. Great play by Colin Baker. There he is right there.
And the Blue Devils swarm, and you can feel a little bit of juice pumping through the stadium on that. Colin Baker, here's the replay. He did this last year better than almost anyone in the state. Read that ball, got downhill, and met him at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little behind. Fantastic play by Colin Baker and the rest of the Blue Devils that wrapped up.
Nolan Nunley in on that tackle as well. Big 3rd and 10 now for the Huskies as this Blue Devil fans are starting to make some noise here at the Bill.
You can feel the energy. It's exactly what's needed.
Sereno takes the snap. He fakes. He's being pressured by Owen Randall, and the pass is in and out of the hands. Great play call by the Huskies, but Owen Randall putting pressure on Sereno.
Replay. Smart play from the defense, sending Owen Randall, and he's right in the quarterback's face. It forced him to throw it earlier than he wanted to, and receiver just drops it. So let's see if they've got a kicker with a leg or what they decide to do in this position.
Number 92 is the kicker for the Huskies. That is Chris Lewis. I do not see him out there. It's going to be number 81, Carter Kincaid. He's a 5'8", 160 sophomore for the Huskies. So big defensive play. They're a lot better series for the Blue Devils, Brett.
Yeah, a little bit of energy, some of those senior leaders, that's what you want to see right there. Big plays from both Barack and Kylan Baker.
Nice punt. Juju lets it go in the end zone, so the Blue Devils will start from their own 20-yard line. A lot more enthusiasm from that Blue Devil defense, Brett.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you needed to see after kind of a difficult first drive for the offense. You send out the firemen, and not only they put up the fire, they brought a little bit of energy on our side. So Barack Willis in on some plays right there. A couple of the younger linebackers in on some plays. Kylan Baker does what he's done really well his whole career at the Blue Devils and brings a little bit of energy and power on that defensive side. So still got some pieces to put together. We're still missing some other teams, but a lot of positives that we're seeing on that opening defensive drive for the Blue Devils.
Trigg Murdoch now in the backfield for the Blue Devils. Jake Lowry takes the snap, hands off to Trigg. He looks off that left side, and he maybe pick up 2 yards. He's following behind the offensive lineman of Maverick Bevel.
Yeah, it's going to be, huge to have a second bell cow that you can really rely on at running back. Is Trigg was only able to pick up a handful of yards last week, carrying the load all by himself.
Got twin receivers. They planned up close on Kobe Taylor. And here they come with the blitz.
Oh, man.
And they read that.
And that looked like number 21 for the Helena Huskies. He was shot out of a cannon.
Yep.
Maybe that was Colson Griffin, if I'm reading correctly. Absolutely out of a cannon. Basically beat the snap to the quarterback and laid the boom in the backfield. So another quick third down for the Blue Devils.
So 3rd and 11 now. It's just like last week. We get a positive, and now we go negative. So let's see what the Blue Devils can respond here. Plenty of time on the play clock. Jake Lowry giving his signals, takes the snap. He's got time. He's looking. He's going to be flushed out. He's got running room. He's going to try to get to it, and he is pushed out of bounds.
He's out at the 28.
Looks like he's at the 28-yard line, so decision time now. It didn't take Coach Tatum long to make that decision. He's going to put McPherson out there.
Yep, and, another 3rd and out. Not what you need, and some positives right there. Quarterback had plenty of time, kept a decently clean pocket, was collapsing a bit, but he had an opportunity to get out. The routes just didn't develop the way that he wanted to. So back to Legatron, Mr. U, to see if he can flip the field and give this defense a little something to work with.
Nice snap and nice punt. No fair catch. He's going to take it. And he has a wall over there. That's number 21. He's down that sideline for the Huskies. Colson Griffin with the return. Good field position in Moody territory.
Yeah, and we saw it last week as an offense. You certainly want to be able to pick up at least a first down right there. Let your defense breathe a little bit. They've been defending in the shadow of their own goalpost, and we saw it last week. They start to get worn down, and during the game, after so much time on the field, start to slip up a little bit. So let's hope they can do it out again, get the Blue Devils out of a bad spot, and put us back on offense.
1st and 10 Huskies from the Blue Devil 34-yard line. Sereno takes the snap. That's number 26, Jacoby Stoudemire, the senior running back. He picks up about 4 yards and maybe 5. Let's give him 4, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, just running behind those burly offensive linemen. They got movement off the line of scrimmage, and the Blue Devils couldn't cover to it. Decent pickup for the Huskies.
So 2nd and 6 now for the Huskies. They're showing twins down here at the bottom of your screen. Sereno takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Stoudemire again. Blue Devils, but he's taking tacklers with him. Had him for a loss, but he broke away, and he picked up maybe 2, so it's going to be a big 3rd and about, let's say, a long 4.
And a great scrape from Nolan Nunnally right there. I mean, he played that ball absolutely perfect, met him in the backfield, but wrapped up with his arms and wasn't able to bring him down.
Big 3rd down for your Moody Blue Devil defense. Let's see if they can get a stop here. Stoudemire again. They're just playing smash mouth football, and he's not going to get it. So it's going to be about 4th and 1. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout for Heat, a Heat timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
When storm season hit, it was bad. It was rain, hail, lightning, tree limbs coming down on the roof. It was overwhelming. But then I called Revolution Roofing and everything changed. They did a thorough inspection. Everything went really quickly. They handled the claim process and they made the whole thing really easy for me. If your home is hit by a storm or your roof is older and you want to get a free estimate, do what I did. Call Revolution Roofing and get your peace of mind back.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after.
Fish. And I think
that. Let's make saving money a bar.
Coach Tatum doesn't like that because he's pushed. They actually pushed him. I don't know if that's against the rules in high school. I do not know. They're asking Tatum to get back. He's asking.
You got to hear him out, especially early on in the season. Official barely giving him the time of day. I understand it being mad. Good to see him out there on the numbers a little bit, giving it to him.
So a new set of downs for the Huskies. They got trips at the bottom of the screen. Sereno takes the snap. He looks to throw. Got his running back wide open, but he overthrows. But
looked like we may have got a hand on it right there. I don't know if Kobe Taylor deflected that any. Here's the replay. You can see Kobe Taylor, number 8.
I think he might have, Brett.
Maybe got a fingernail on there, just pushed it right out of the reach. So great play. Look at Kobe Taylor in the backfield a couple of times already tonight. Pass plays, Moody seems to be defending really well.
2nd and 10 now for the Huskies. Yeah, they're going to get them for a false start.
That would be flags and whistles, flags and whistles.
A quick score update. Clay Chaltville 7, Thompson nothing in the first. Southside leads Hoax Bluff 7-0 also in the first quarter. Some baseball scores. Your Braves lead the Dodgers 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Astros lead the Yankees 1-0 in the third. West Georgia 7, Chattanooga nothing in the second. Youngstown State 36, Mercyhurst 3 in the third. Some 411 Network Studio score updates. So 2nd and 15 now for the Huskies. Connor Hale goes in motion. Sereno looks to throw. There's Barack Lewis. And oh, what a play! And he broke away. Number 13 for the Blue Devils. That's Zion Truelove. Read that. Great defensive play.
Yeah, fantastic. And great to see some inspired play again from Barack. I mean, one of the best pass rushers in the state when he's really on. And he's been in the backfield a lot tonight. Makes the quarterback get the ball out, and Zion Truelove lays the boom. Want to see him wrap up and drive his feet a little bit, but his brothers are able to get there and force a 3rd and long. See if the Blue Devils can once again, the defense can get them out of a bad situation.
3rd and 15.
And here they come. Barack wants this sack right here.
It's a screen, and it's red. Oh, almost intercepted. It was still Truelove. Almost made a play on that, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. I believe this is the distance for the kicker.
Looks like they feel pretty confident.
He's going to bring him out. Chris Lewis, the ball is on the 28. Be about a 45-yard field goal. It's in the middle, almost in the, it is on the right hash. Let's see what happens. The snap, the kick. It's low. I don't think he's going to get it.
He got it.
He got it. Oh, there's a flag on the play. I think they may get us for roughing the kicker.
Maybe.
And if that's the case, I think it might be an automatic first down. I'm not sure if it's a personal foul there. Or it could be holding. I don't know.
Great leg from the kicker right there to get it up and over.
Let's see. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. That'll be 15 yards, I believe. I don't think it's an automatic first down. It may be a 10-yard. Let's see. Yep, it's going to give them a first down, I believe. Huge penalty. Huge penalty.
Man, two defensive drives that start in the shadow of your own goalpost. You get yourselves out of one, find your way through another one, and then boom, just a critical mistake at a critical time. Going to have to dig deep right here to make another stop.
Yep. The Huskies stay alive.
I got a feeling they're going to try to keep this football on the ground right now. Continue that smash mouth style.
Sereno takes the snap, hands off Stoudemire. He looks off that right side. He's taking tacklers with him and finally get pushed back after about a 5-yard gain, maybe 6 yards. Carlos Bryant coming into the ball game.
Yeah, much needed spark a week ago. But again, I don't see anybody running off for Carlos.
2nd and 6 now. Sereno takes the snap. He's looking for the end zone. Oh, what a catch. Pass is complete. I'm trying to see who the number is.
Yep, great quarter route to the wide side of the football
James
field.
Orso.
Just a great route, great throw from the quarterback, and unfortunately after a big stop from the Blue Devils that would have forced just a field goal, we're giving away 7 instead of 3 or at least 6 right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a mental mistake there, and it hurt. Chris Lewis lines up for the extra point. The extra point is good with 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Huskies strike first. They lead 7-0. And Brett, just mental breakdown on that drive to get that penalty. Gave them new life.
Yeah. Just being a little eager to get the block. I mean, want to see the effort and the energy, but you got to be smart playing there. So Blue Devils are going to return this one, and we really need to see a longer drive from your offense right here. This defense has been playing the entire football game.
Yep.
They did this last week. Need to see some different dimensions, something new, some pre-snap movement to try to get some kind of angle or edge on this offense because so far the Huskies defense has had the number of the offense.
Chris Lewis has teed it up on the 40. Trig Murdoch, Aiden White, and Justin Hill back deep for the Blue Devils. Squib kick. Aiden White with it. He's at 15, 20, 25. Got a little opening. Aiden White stopped by number 3 for the Huskies. That is Emmanuel Compton. He's a junior defensive back for the Huskies.
He looked like running into a brick wall on that one, but solid little return for Aiden White right there. Picked up that ball skipping across the turf, and sometimes those can be difficult. Made that look pretty smooth. So again, Juju Hill back at running back.
Austin Dryberg out, wide out. Jake Lowry waiting for the snap. He takes it, fakes to Juju. Oh, over the middle. Had number 11, I believe.
Eric Birchfield.
Yep, wide open.
Yeah, I mean, another. Got to be frustrating as a play caller and a quarterback. Put him in a spot to make a big pickup. We saw that on the first drive as well. And just couldn't connect, couldn't execute.
Lowry waits for the snap. He takes it. He's going to keep it, and he's going to run, and he's going to go out of bounds. I'm picking up about 3 yards. Good decision from Jake on there. He could have thrown it, but everybody was covered up.
Yeah, and you saw that waggle. I like the play call. Get him out of the pocket, try something a little bit different, get him an opportunity to put his wheels to use. But, again, third and a bit too long for the Blue Devils. Got to stay ahead of the chains. Two pass plays we start out with.
3rd and 7 now for the Blue Devils as they're trying to get something going. Lowry looks. Oh, the screen was there momentarily. A little high for Juju Hill. So again, Ryan McPherson comes back out as the punting unit comes back out on the field.
So that'll be 3 straight 3-and-outs for the Blue Devils. And, you know,
we just got to break that streak, Brett. I mean, we got to find our identity on offense, and we haven't done that yet.
Had a good play call right there on first down.
Yep.
A skinny post up the middle. I mean, he might still be running if he's able to connect on that. Maybe the throw's a little deep, but hits the hands of the receiver and just cannot execute. Need to pin him back here and give some breathing room to this defense. It's got to be exhausted.
Oh, it's a low snap. He gets it off, but it's not a good kick for Ryan McPherson. It's going to go out about the 47-yard line of the Huskies. So again, we've just the little mistakes are starting to pile up for the Blue Devils, Brett. Score update: Clay Chalkville 7, Thompson 6 in the first quarter. So 1st and 10, Huskies from their own 47-yard line. Offsides against Moody.
Just completely lined up over the ball.
That's just a mental mistake. That's a 5-yard penalty against the Blue Devils, so it'll be 1st and 5. Now they're in Blue Devil territory where they've been most of the night. Stoudemire has the ball. Great defensive play. Number 44 cleaning it up there for the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
That's Nolan Nunley.
Jasper McRae, the other linebacker, made first contact in the backfield, able to slow him down just enough for his fellow Blue Devils to get there, and we see these linebackers meshing just a little bit more this week than last.
So second, play lost some yardage, so second, maybe 7 for the Huskies. Yep.
Finally. Good job, the defensive line, pointing that out, because I don't know if the referee was going to blow that whistle.
Huskies with a false start. They'll back them up 5 yards, so they'll put it like 2nd and maybe 11.
Gain back those yards we lost.
So 2nd and 12 officially. Helena's brought a nice crowd up to the Bill tonight. So 2nd and 12 for the Huskies. Sereno takes it. He fakes it. And he just throws it. What a great pitch and catch.
We got a flag down here.
Number 18.
Flag in the holding.
Colton Hell. Colton Hell with a reception, but looks like they may come back with a holding. an eligible receiver downfield against the Huskies, so a lineman went past that, I believe, 3-yard mark.
Yeah, that can happen early in the season on those kind of waggle rollout plays. They're still meshing together. I mean, coverage honestly was decent there for your Moody Blue Devils. Quarterback just put it in the right spot.
So it's going to be second and about 20. Sereno waits for the snap. He takes, he's looking to throw. Quick pitch and catch, and over there to defend. Number 5, Colin Baker. Reception is Jordan Maxwell.
Yeah, they've been successful on that out route. Typically, you're not too excited about that pickup of yards right there, but now it's 3rd and 10. Big third down. Blue Devils have to get off the field, attempt to get some kind of decent field position for the offense here.
It could be 4-down territory. The defense is, they're putting their hands on their hip, which is not a good sign. Yeah, looks like Barack's coming. A little hard count from Sereno. He looks back over to the sideline. Looks like he's changing his play. Takes the snap. Pass. Oh! Right in and out of the hand of Colin Baker. I think he was reading 6 points because he had open field.
Yeah, directly in his hands, and he'll take that one. And we've seen him make a ton of plays. Everybody gets one. Here's the replay. Quarterback knew where he wanted. He's being pressured by Barack Willis. Passing defense for this Moody Blue Devil football team. We did give up a touchdown. Has looked pretty solid with the pressure we've been able to get on the quarterback so far.
Caleb Sereno is walking off very slowly after taking that hit from Barack Willis.
Aiden White back to receive, and we got a timeout for the Huskies.
Yeah, timeout. Huskies, we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Helena Huskies lead the Blue Devils 7-0 here in the first quarter. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this first quarter. We're having trouble with the game clock on your screen. We'll apologize for that inconvenience. Helena is lined up for a punt. Aiden White back for your Blue Devils. Good snap.
Oh.
Owen Randall putting a little pressure.
Calling Peter.
And looks like the ball will be down at about the 15-yard line of Moody. So we really need to move the chains here, Brett. We do not need another 3 and out.
Yep. Start the game with 3 and outs. Defense has already played a half worth of football with how much they've been on the field. One of the Stag steps to victory. The first one was own the clock and dictate the tempo, and it's all about time of possession. And right now, Helena Huskies have held the football for the majority of this game. We've seen some great things on defense, but you can only play so much. So we need to see these Blue Devils. It looks like they're lined up in a different set, a little bit tighter. Might be trying something new right here as Trig Murdoch's in at running back.
Yep, Trig Murdoch is the lone setback. Looks like he gets the handoff. He stutter step. He's met right up the middle after picks up about maybe 1 yard.
Running off the rear end of old Fish Brenniger, but he runs right into number 2, Reed Lucas, a senior linebacker for Helena. Makes a big play for them.
Picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8 now for the Blue Devils. Your center for the Blue Devils, number 54, Maddox Gaines, along with Maverick Bevel at guard, and number 55, Jason Slay at guard. as Jake Lowry waits for the snap.
Good
block. Pickup from Trigg. Oh, good pickup from Trigg Murdoch on that. Gave him a little bit time.
They tried number 21 again. Colson Griffin was shot out of a cannon earlier to make a big play in the backfield. Trigg Murdoch picks up a block. I don't know if Juju's maybe still banged up or
he's back out there now.
Experiencing some problems, but it seems like run plays they're running Trigg, and pass plays they've got Juju in the game.
Big 3rd and 8 now for the Blue Devils. Jake Lowry takes the snap. Passes. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 11. That's Eric Birchfield.
Another good pass from Jake. You know, he's looking at three plays so far this game, in and out of the hands of the receivers. It's got to be frustrating for him, but need to gel a little bit more between quarterback and wide receivers, and that'll be the 4th 3rd and out in a row for the Blue Devils.
I do see Caden Mitchell out on the sideline. Looks like they're going to come for it. High snap, and he gets it off. Decent kick. It's going to take a Blue Devil roll and go into Husky territory about the 49, 48 and a half yard line. So again, Brett, another 3 and out. And this is something Coach Tatum is going to have to just keep pushing his offensive philosophy, and hopefully things are going to start clicking for him.
You know, it really comes down to execution if you want to look at it. There's been at least one play on every drive that had a potential to pick up a chunk, 15, 20 yards. Just can't connect with the wide receiver's hands. Some of that's missing Elijah, you know?
Yeah.
But you got to figure out a way to get a winner.
Sereno hands off Stoudemire. He looks. Oh, he's met right there. He almost broke away. He's still going. He's going to maybe gain 1 yard.
Yeah, host of Blue Devils led by Barack Willis, among others, meets him right at the line of scrimmage. You can see Barack. I mean, fantastic football play from Barack. He kept his outside shoulder free while stuffing that tackle that's trying to kick him out. I mean, really good football play, and extends the line of scrimmage, and they pick up the tackle for almost no gain.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Helena Huskies 7, Moody Blue Devils nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
My name is Woody Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free. The food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Welcome back to the 411 Network, live here at Bill Morris Stadium as the Blue Devils trail 7-0 to Helena. 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. Sereno with the snap. He looks to fake it. Ew, what a hit. Got a penalty on the play.
Owen Randall, they sent him on a couple of different blitzes, and he's been able to get in the backfield, creating pressure on the quarterback. Flag on the play. Looks like
Kamari Cook on the tackle.
Looks like they called holding maybe. They definitely.
Yep.
Definitely going to push him back. False start.
So replay the down, 2nd and 15. Defensively, a lot more
Absolutely.
improvement.
Yeah, a lot more what you want to see. A lot of rotation on that defensive line. Kylan Baker getting after the folks a little bit. We are missing DJ Price, the leading tackler from last week, but certainly some bright spots.
Another
Falls on the ground.
false start.
Keep pushing them back.
Starting to see a rotation of defensive linemen in, Brett, for the Blue Devils.
You know, how many times as the football team last year did we see ourselves on the other side of this penalty, avalanche? We just keep going and keep going and keep going. It's good to be on the side that's keeping it a little tight on this drive. Now we just need to get a stop right here and put some points on the board. We're looking good going into the second half.
Second and long now for the Huskies. Sereno takes the snap. He's just going to hand off Stoudemire. He bowls his way off that right side and picks up about 8, maybe 9 yards.
Just a hard-nosed downhill runner. He's not trying to avoid contact. Makes first contact with Nunnally. Kylan Baker comes in and cleans it up. Smash mouth football, that's been their bread and butter. And then run, and try to hit you over the top.
Third and about, let's say, 13 for the Huskies. Another big defensive play needed for your Blue Devils. Let's see if they're going to bring Barack Willis off that edge.
The coaches seem to think that they're going to throw something long to the other side of the football field, and they are right.
Oh, what a pass complete. I believe that's number 8.
J.P. Schultz.
Yep.
Yep, and Coach called that one before it happened, and just that little tight end squirted out. Quarterback connects with him, and that's another touchdown for Helena.
It's the little things, third and long. But, give Helena credit. They saw something they liked on film or up in the box. The extra point is good with 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Helena 14, Moody 0. So it's going to be, let's see what this offense can get something going. If they could just get a spark, Brad, I think it could obviously help their self-confidence here.
Yeah, and certainly help out the defense. I know they'd be appreciative as well. Been on the football field a lot so far this game.
Next week, your Blue Devils will be on the road heading up to Alexandria Lou Scale Stadium, and we know what can happen there. It's a great venue for high school football.
Setup for us isn't too bad either.
No, that's right.
Except for Willie, he could barely fit on the sideline.
Yeah. Chris Lewis has it teed up on the 40. Squib kick is going to go to Trig Murdoch. He gets it, looking for some. He's got some speed as he turns that corner, 25-30, looking for a block. Down that sideline in good field position.
Late flag. They're going to get us for a hold. Yeah, looked like on Carson's self. Trig Murdoch really did turn. I thought, man, they're going to get him on this angle right here, but he turned the speed on, got around the corner, and unfortunately, penalty's going to damper that pickup some.
It's unfortunate, you expect that first game mistakes, but now we're in game number 2, and very costly penalty for the Blue Devils. Backs them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so looks like they'll start now from their own 28-yard line as Thompson takes the lead over Clay Chaltville 13-7 in the second quarter. Juju Hill is the running back. He's going to get the ball, looking for a little run. He stutter steps. He breaks one tackle down the sideline. He's still up. Juju Hill going to go out of bounds after a big gain of maybe 7 yards.
Yeah, I saw that all year from Juju. For a good period of the season, and here's the replay, Juju was the leader as far as average rushing yards per carry, and just picking up right where he left off, getting one of his first opportunities to carry the ball. Got to back up Aiden a little bit. Maybe I've got a bad perspective.
Well, doesn't look good from here, but
Okay,
second
there
and
he
2. Juju Hill with the ball again. He's looking for open field.
Flag holding on the play.
Yep, Juju Hill, positive yardage, but it's going to come back. We're going to got a hold.
Saw something we liked. Went to that bunch set. Go back to Juju. Huge pickup. Got some momentum. Going to be the first, I believe, the first down of the game for the Blue Devil offense, but got a holding on the offensive line.
Some quick score update. Southside leads Holt's Bluff 14-0. Laverne leads Brantley 16-6.
Official timeout. Pause.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's not sure what was going on. So it's going to be second and now about 12 for the Blue Devils as Austin Dryberg goes in motion. Juju looking for a little running room. Juju's open field. Juju Hill picks up big yardage and looks like he's going to get the Blue Devil first down.
And the spark that we need at Juju Hill. I mentioned earlier that when he was in the ball game, they were primarily running passing routes and then handing it off to Trigg. But we see Juju, like I said, pick up where he left off and be a playmaker and bring a little energy, and that was huge after that penalty. Easy to get your rear end on your shoulders, but he picks up a
very critical first down. All right, let's see if the Blue Devils can get something going. Juju again, he's just strong.
He is. Still got to be somewhat two-dimensional, you know. With some jawing after the play. Juju looking powerful as ever.
Play fails the gain, so it's going to be second and 10. 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go in this first half. Hard count from Jake Lowry. Looks over to the sideline. Changes his play. Plenty of time. Lowry takes it, throws it, pass is complete to Birchfield looking for a block. He spins.
Wow.
Birchfield taking tacklers with him. They're going to pick up about 8, maybe 9 yards, so it's going to be a third and maybe 1.
They're trying to speed up the offense a little bit. Barak's going to go in. Third,
about third and 2.
Third and 2. Barak's going to run in, and so is Nolan Nunnally, and
Aiden White's come in. Kobe Taylor comes in with Colin Baker. So it looks like this must be the heavy package.
Jake Lowry rolled off. So here comes Colin Baker. Dryberg's still in.
Austin Dryberg is going to be lined up at quarterback. Some confusion. Colin Baker, play goes nowhere. Yeah, play lost about a yard, so it's going to bring up fourth down. Ryan McPherson back to punt.
Fake punt.
And he throws an interception.
And a horse collar tackle. They don't call it somehow.
No, number 2 on the interception, Reed Lucas. He's trying to get something going, Brett, and I get it. He's trying to, catch him off guard, but
keep a little energy. So far the only success we've had is through Juju Hill on the ground, and I get it. You can't give him the ball every play. You can't just ride him into the ground, but gonna have to see something else. And fake punt. I don't hate a fake punt right there. You're down 14-0. You just pick up your first down of the ball game with 7 minutes left to go in the half. Try to maintain that momentum a little bit.
Defense once again is called upon to get a stop here. Sereno hands off to number 5. That is Barack DeJalo. He's a junior running back. Noah Nunley in on that tackle. Play made 3 yards, 2nd and 7 now for the Huskies. As we're getting close to 6 minutes left in this first half. Sereno looking over the defense, waiting on the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going deep down that sideline. Pass is incomplete. Good defense over there for the Blue. Yep. Kamari Cook. He's a sophomore defensive back for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and he was draped all over him right there, just kind of squeezing him to the sideline. So good defensive back play from Kamari right there.
Looks like we're taking another heat timeout here at the Bill. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
When storm season hit, it was bad. It was rain, hail, lightning, tree limbs coming down on the roof. It was overwhelming. But then I called Revolution Roofing and everything changed. They did a thorough inspection. Everything went really quickly. They handled the claim process and they made the whole thing really easy for me. If your home is hit by a storm or your roof is older and you want to get a free estimate, do what I did. Call Revolution Roofing and get your peace of mind back.
We are back live here at Bill Morris Stadium. Moody trails 14-0 against the Helena Huskies. Blue Devils need a stop here. 3rd and about 7. They are in field goal territory for Chris Lewis. Sereno with a hard count. He takes the snap. Oh, what a play from Owen Randall. The ball's on the ground.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass. Owen Randall absolutely smashed the receiver on pickup. What a great read, a great break on the ball, and here's the replay right here. Let's see. I don't know that he made a football move forward, and there's no replay to change that, but in my opinion, he catches it and makes a football move upfield before that ball's knocked loose, and could have been going the other direction, but instead it looks like we're going to see a.
It's going to be looks like they're going to go for it. Watch for some trickery here from the Huskies. 4th and 7. And Coach Busby over on the Husky sideline decided to call a timeout. Owen Randall, we've watched him from a freshman get a little bit of playing time in 24 to sophomore year in 25 and just grow, and now he's a junior defensive back for the Blue Devils, and man, can he move.
Yeah, leading defensive back for interceptions last year with 5 interceptions, 11 passes deflected. Just always finds himself in those big football games, big football plays rather. And tonight, bringing the hit stick a little bit too.
Trying to get some score updates. Astros lead the Yankees 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Football score: Southside leads Oaks Bluff 21-0. Fairfield leads Jackson Olin 7-6. So here we go, big 4th down. 4th and about 7 for the Huskies. Let's see what they dial up here. Barack Willis looks like he's coming. And it's a little and Redwell.
Ground.
The ball's on the ground. Looks like it was going to be one of those.
It's not going to make.
Not sure if the pitch and catch.
Yeah, and celebrate that defense.
Yeah.
They played a full game's worth already, and another big stop on 4th down this time. This Blue Devil defense bringing a little bit of energy. You love to see it. Now we just need to see something going on the other side of the ball with how much time's left on the clock.
4 minutes and 55 seconds showing on the play clock. Let's see if the Blue Devils can capitalize on that turnover.
Need to see some completed passes. Need to see Juju running a little bit like he did last drive. It's got to come, through land and air.
Jake Lowry looks over the defense. Austin Dryberg in motion. Juju Hill with the ball. Looks, stutter steps. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's going to get about 5 yards.
Here's the replay right here. You can watch him kind of stutter, shake, and find a little hole to wrap up into. Keeps driving. It's one thing we've always known about Juju Hill is he's not going to go down where first contact is. He's going to drive and pick up a couple of extra yards before he hits the ground.
That play picked up 6 yards, so 2nd and 4 now for the Blue Devils. Here they come with the blitz. Jake's got to get rid of it. Pass is complete. Birchfield breaks away, and he's going to pick up that 1st down.
It's really good. Good route, good throw, good catch. Here's Jake Lowry. He's got some pressure on him, but quickly gets it out to Birchfield. Made a reception on the last drive and on this one as well. They're starting to gel and click a little bit. Here's a 1st down, working towards the middle of the field.
Lowry looks over the defense. We've got trips at the bottom of the screen. Jake takes the snap. Pass completes to Austin Dryberg, and he's going to get the forward motion is going to give him about 4 yards.
Yep, he had Aiden White down toward the bottom of the screen as well. Things are opening up a little bit.
Number 9 for the Huskies is slow. That's their big defensive lineman, Deshaun McLean. He's a junior, 230 pounds, 6 foot 230-pound junior for the Huskies, kind of slow getting up. They're starting to put their hands on their hips. So 2nd and 6. Ball on the ground. You got to get rid of it, Jake. Jake looks to run. He's got had some open field. He rolls forward and looks like he may have gained 1 yard.
Yeah, that hurt some momentum a little bit, that low snap. Gets his eyes up, but just doesn't feel comfortable making a read. Lowers it, gets just back to the line of scrimmage before he goes down.
So big 3rd and, I still say 3rd and 6 now. Hard count trying to get Huskies to move. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in this first half.
You can see all 3 of the wide receivers are asking for the football from on the field. You like to see that mentality.
Lowry takes it. Oh, almost intercepted. Defended by number 8. That's Kaya Coleman, senior defensive back for the Huskies. And now it's a 4th down. You really need to be careful here. Looks like they're going to go for it. .2 minutes, 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's a gamble here, Brett, I believe. You're giving them Huskies some decent field position. Looks like Coach Tatum's going to call a timeout, maybe. Nope, they're going to roll the dice.
Just, not on the same page. Drybar quit running, and Lowry threw it a bit long. So now we're getting the ball on their side of the football field with.
Yeah, I don't know what.
With over 2 minutes to go in the game.
In the first half.
Yeah, excuse me, in the first half. And defense is going to trot back out onto the field.
So 1st and 10, Huskies on the Blue Devil 45-yard line. Watch them to try to go deep here.
And they're late to, Blue Devils late to get out on the field.
Sereno takes it. Stoudemire off that right side. He's got open field. And he just runs over.
Yeah, Kylan Baker was late to get on the field, never fully got his helmet on, and admitted it'll be rolling on the ground at the end of the play. So a big first down for Helena. Kylan's going to have to run all the way off the field. And he'll be replaced by number 27, Camden Hines.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go in this first half. Sereno waits on the snap. He takes it. Stoudemire again looking for a little running room. He's found it. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackle.
And that is number 27, Camden Hines.
Made the tackle, so they're knocking on the door again. You really don't want to go down 21-0 here in this first half, but let's see if this defense can get a stop here. Stay with us at the end of the second quarter as Willie will get some thoughts from Coach Tatum. Looks like we're going to take a timeout as he Coach Tatum's not happy meeting with his defensive unit. Brett, we just got to get a stop here and see what happens, and you really don't want to go down 21-0.
Yeah, you're asking a lot of your defense here after playing so much in the first half and then giving them 2 minutes on the wrong side of the 50-yard line to make another stop. It would be huge if they can come up with a stop here, because coming out of halftime, they're going to be back on the field defending these Huskies.
That's right, yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10, Huskies. Stoudemire has a hot hand, but looks like he's going to get it again, and he's still breaking tackles.
Yeah, first hit by 13, Zion Truelove, who just throws his shoulder, doesn't wrap up and run his feet, and he's going to bounce off those. He's a strong running back.
Play picked up about 7 yards, so 2nd and 3 now.
So plenty of time left to go in the half, just about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Sereno waits on the snap. He takes it. Again, Stoudemire with the ball. He picks up off that right side. He picks up about – he's going to get the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal now for the Huskies as we're under 1 minute.
Number 8, Kobe Taylor, as well as a group of other Blue Devils in on the tackle. Looks like 1 timeout left for the Huskies at 46 seconds left to go in the first half.
Looks like Sereno's going to get up under center.
Blue Devils.
Timeout Moody. We'll stay here with it as we have 39 seconds to go in this first half. And Brett, saw some positives. We don't like moral victories. We shouldn't like them, but started getting something going in that offense that last series. So trying to find that identity. And
we haven't. Go ahead.
I was just going to say they're going to have to make some adjustments, obviously, at halftime to see what adjustments they make. And we'll hear Coach Tatum's comments at the conclusion of the second quarter from our big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland.
Yeah, still haven't seen a complete team from the Blue Devils, but definitely have seen some sparks defensively.
So 1st and goal. Sereno takes it. He's going to hand. Oh, he's met right there in the backfield.
There he is.
Look at Carlos Bryant.
Number 92 meets him in the backfield, grabs a hold of them with that heavy paw, and tugs him on backwards as the lights flash here in Billmore Stadium.
19 seconds.
Timeout for the Huskies.
Yep, timeout Huskies. I believe that's our last timeout.
Man, love to keep him out of the end zone here.
That'd be a big win for the Blue Devil defense.
So we got 2nd down. Timeout with 19 seconds left. I don't know if they might try to let it fly and then kick one if they miss it, or if they feel like they've got enough time to risk a run play. But they've been keeping it on the ground thus far on this drive, even though both of their touchdowns have come through the air so far.
18 seconds to go in the first half. They really got time for 2 plays if they're going to throw. Let's see, it's 2nd and goal. Defense comes back out on the field. Helena is lined up, ready to go. Let's see what they dial up here. They send the man in motion. Sereno's going to throw, and there it is. Oh, great defensive play by Owen Randall.
Big 3, Owen Randall. Here's the replay. Plays just like a senior should play. You watch him sit in the hip pocket, come across, and swipe directly through those hands, and he's excited to make a big stop, and it looks like
they're going to go here. 3rd down with 11 seconds to go in the first half. See if we can get some pressure. Barack Willis is coming off that edge, and there he comes. Oh, he caught it.
Took his time calling that touchdown.
Yeah. Can't get replay in high school, but we couldn't see from over here.
Wow. But not bad coverage from the Blue Devils there. Just looks like a good throw and a good catch.
So Helena puts another touchdown on the board. As Chris Lewis waits for the snap. An extra point is good that's going to conclude the first half as Moody trails 21-0 here at Bill Morris Stadium. As we'll get some comments from
at the end of the first half. The score, Helena 21, Moody 0.
As Willie will meet up with Coach Tatum as he's talking to Colin Baker right now.
Let's go.
Let's take it down to Willie Strickland with Coach Kyle Tatum.
Coach, tough first half, but there's a lot of fight in your team tonight.
Yeah, I think, there's no question our defense is playing hungry tonight. We've been on the field a lot tonight, and there's no question our offense needs to put together some production, and we need to move the ball better, and we got to get the ball to our playmakers, which I think it's pretty obvious to see that we need to get something going offensively. That's the biggest thing right now.
Well, Coach, good luck to you in the second half, and thank you. There you go.
Thank you, Willie. Stay with us as you'll see the Helena Husky Band, and then followed by your Moody Blue Devil Marching Band here on the 411 Network.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Owl Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
My name is Willis Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free, the food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
Tonight, the Blue Devils will perform their 2026 production, Spellbound. Drum Major Madeline Hollis, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine, and C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
When storm season hit, it was bad. It was rain, hail, lightning, tree limbs coming down on the roof. It was overwhelming. But then I called Revolution Roofing and everything changed. They did a thorough inspection. Everything went really quickly. They handled the claim process and they made the whole thing really easy for me. If your home is hit by a storm or your roof is older and you want to get a free estimate, do what I did. Call Revolution Roofing and get your peace of mind back.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Alitrust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
My name is Woody Strickland Jr., and I am the owner and founder of Divine Fitness Ministries here in Moody, Alabama. We are located at 725 Park Avenue next to the Global Mail and across from the Great Carpenter's Pizzeria. Divine Fitness Ministries is a 501c3 grace-based ministry, which means the gym is free and open 24 hours. You can work out for free, the food here is free, but most importantly, you receive the Word of God free.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine, and C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Welcome back into the 411 Studios, live here at Bill Morris Stadium. Some score updates. Thompson leads Clay Chalkville 20-7 at halftime. Southside leads Oaks Bluff 21-0 at halftime. Jackson Olin 12, Fairfield 9 at halftime. Houston Astros 5, Yankees 1 at the bottom of the 8th. The Braves lead the Dodgers 1-0, top of the 9th. Appreciate 411 Studios giving us those updates as Brett does the tomahawk chop in here in the press box.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Go Cubs. Sorry.
I like them too, but Braves are first. Braves are number one.
Glad the Yanks are losing too. I saw them destroy the Orioles at home at Camden Yards a couple of weeks ago. Actually last week. Well, time's flying.
Yeah, it does. Chattanooga 24, West Georgia 10 in the fourth. Chattanooga, Fisher Brenniger is committed to the Chattanooga, not sure their mascot, Moxicans, I think. A lot of football left, Brett, so we can get ready to kick off the second half, and hopefully we'll see some adjustments here. A lot of fighting the Blue Devil defense. Offense just seems like they get something going positive, and it turns around and goes backwards a little bit. So hopefully they can get that worked out. A lot of football left here. 24 minutes of football left here at the Bill on this Thursday night.
Certainly, yeah. And you feel like we're just teetering. I mean, defensively we've had some standouts. Kylan Baker's had a good game. Barack Willis has really showed up this week and has had himself a good game as well. Several players really showing up. Owen Randall has been all over the football field. Noah Nunnally, too. So some good showing for the Blue Devils. If you're looking for that offense, primarily led by Juju Hill on one of the last drives there. Saw him really make an impact. But we want to see that continue, maybe get a little bit more two-dimensional. We saw some completed passes on those later drives.
Yeah.
So just need to kind of put the pieces together. We're lacking Elijah, which is definitely the safety pocket for QB1 this year. So we're going to have to see how they can mesh together and make some adjustments in the second half.
Owen Randall made some good plays for the Blue Devils. Ryan McPherson has it teed up on his own 40-yard line as we get ready to kick off this third quarter. That one will be in the end zone, and Helena will start from their own 20-yard line.
That Blue Devil defense run back out on the field. Carlos Bryant trots out onto the football field. We've got
Ethan Evans out there.
Yep.
Brock Willis, Noah Nunley, Donnie Dennis. See if we can get a 3-and-out here on this first series for the Huskies. Sereno's the quarterback for Helena. Hard count. Caleb Sereno, he's a junior for the Huskies. Takes the snap. Sotomayor looking for a little opening on that left side. He pushes the pile, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5, and a lot of Blue Devils in on that tackle.
Yep, that's power football right there from the Huskies. Just get behind their big, nasties offensive linemen and see who's stronger. On that one, the Huskies were. Studemeyer's got that Ashton Genty-like stance.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Studemeyer with the ball again, and he's off that right side, just runs over people. Strong running from Sotomayor from the Huskies, and he's going to move. He is going to move the chains. Colin Baker comes up limping a little bit.
Had him on that side. Donnie Dennis is in the backfield fairly quickly. Studemeyer had to make a quick cut, and that's a big pickup on 2nd down.
So 1st and 10, Huskies. Caleb Sereno looks over the defense. Looks like he may be changing his play. Barack Willis looks like he's coming off that edge. Studemeyer again, and Evans, he just ran right by Ethan Evans for the Blue Devils. I thought he had him, but he picked up about maybe 3 yards.
Kyron Adams is going to run in to replace Ethan Evans. Yeah, that seems like a thing. We've had penetration on the defensive line. We've been in the backfield on several occasions, both last week and this week. Just moving a little too quickly, not able to really break down and make a play on the ball.
2nd and 7 now for Helena. Looks like they're going to get a hold on Helena. Barack DeJalo on the carry for the Huskies.
Nunnally on the tackle for the Blue Devils as they'll back the Huskies up. Heavy run focus coming out of halftime for the Huskies. Not really tossing it to the air yet, but you got to be careful not to be lulled to sleep by this run, and then shoot over the top. So Huskies will go way back, set up on 2nd down, far behind their change.
So 2nd and 20 for the Huskies as Caleb Sereno looks over the defense. He takes the snap, hands it off, and he's met in the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like Carlos and Barack in on that one. No, that was Kyron Adams. Excuse me. All over him in the backfield. It's a good play for that defensive line for the Blue Devils.
That's Barack DeJalo again on the carry, so it's going to be a big third and maybe 19. I don't know if that play failed the game, but it's a big play here, so you got to watch a screen right here, Brett. We're getting sucked in on that.
Yep, we've seen some out routes successful too, as well as those big posts and seams straight up the gut.
Barack is coming off that edge. And he is great play, but
Zion Truelove makes first contact, slows him down enough to let the rest of the Blue Devils get there. It doesn't quite wrap up. And we're going to send in, hopefully, our punt return team. Great defensive stand for the Blue Devils. Helped along by some penalties there, but some more heavy sparks. And if you're the offense, what you have to do is let them keep that halftime rest. Let that defense keep the halftime rest, take a load off, get a couple of first downs, and get something moving, see what kind of adjustments we can make here offensively.
We have a lot of sophomores out there on that defense.
That's right.
You got to be careful. We're about to get,
almost blocked.
I thought we got it.
It's a fair catch. Flag, got him.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. Score update from the 411 studios. The Braves do beat the Dodgers 1-0.
Let's go Braves. That's a clean sweep of the Dodgers. How about that?
High five me. Let's go. We're all Braves fans tonight.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what the discussion is. I'd love to just see that ball get picked up and moved. There was definitely a fair catch called.
He wasn't pushed into him, I do not believe. Yep. So get a little love to the offensive line for the Blue Devils. Number 78, Max Abrams, he's a sophomore. We got number 55, Jason Slay, a senior. Number 54, Maddox Gaines, a junior. Number 70 for the Blue Devils, that will be Maverick Bevel, another junior. And number 77, Fisher Brenniger on that left tackle. He's a senior committed to Chattanooga. So good field position for the Blue Devils. Let's see if we can cut into this score here in this third quarter with 8 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jake Lowry looks to throw. Juju's got it in open field. He's looking for a block. He gets it. He stutter steps.
Great block from Aiden White. Open up a little bit of space. That was read well by the Huskies, but Aiden White picks up a good block, blocking for his teammates. A little bit of a scuffle over on the other sideline, but it looks like the Laundry stayed off the field. The Blue Devils will pick up decent 4 to 5 yards on first down.
Looks like he's going to officially get about 5, maybe 6. Second and a long 4. Maybe 5 yards. Let's go with second and 5. Right at the 49-yard line. Here they come. Jake's got to get rid of it. Throws it. Oh.
So close. So much pressure. Lowry had to release it earlier than he wanted to off of his back foot. And to get that long pass all the way to the other side, the far side of the football field on that out route, you got to be able to step into it. Unfortunately, when he looks up, there's Huskies with white jerseys right in his face.
3rd and 5 now. This is a must to keep them chains going. See what the offensive staff dials up here. Low snap. Jake's got to get rid of it. Throws it over to Juju. Juju spins. He is close to that first. I think this is 4 down territory.
Yeah,
Looks
Juju
like he may have it.
able to make something out of nothing. It's very close. Less than a yard.
4th and inches. They got to go for it. Good second effort from Juju Hill.
Our most successful so far has been Juju on the run. So let's see where they decide to give.
We don't need to do any. We got to line up right. Make sure we got 6 men. Here they come. Juju with the ball. He looks like Juju's going to get it. Juju. Great blocking up from that offensive line to move the chain.
Here's the replay. Just enough blocking. Juju's got the vision to know, hey, I'm not going to score a touchdown here. I just need to get across the yard to gain, and he does. A first down, definitely moving already better than we did in the first half. Need to see if we can sustain this drive.
Jake Lowry hands off to Juju. Juju stutter steps. Juju's fighting for yards. He's going to get about 2.
Juju on the beat again for that one. Just fighting for every extra yard he can get.
6 minutes, 38 seconds to go in this third quarter. Moody is on the move. Jake Lowry waiting on the snap. He takes it. Here comes the blitz from Helena. Pass is complete. Birchfield breaks away. He did the 30, 25, 20. Birchfield's going to be brought down inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15. Looks like he may be down at the 14-yard line. Great pitch and catch there.
Huge.
From Jake Lowry to Birchfield.
Here's the replay. You know, still had to release it pretty quick, but Birchfield, who dropped a couple in the first half, has recently become a very reliable target, catching all the passes that have been thrown to him on the last couple of drives. Birchfield with a huge pickup, and the Blue Devils are in the red zone for the very first time tonight.
1st and 10, Moody. Jake looks over the defense. Juju gets the call. He's off the left side, looking for a block. Juju still up. And he's going to get big yardage. He's down to looks like he's down to about the
8-yard line.
It's an official water timeout.
Yep, so take an official heat timeout. We'll stay here with it.
Yeah, Juju looking really good. Lowry's able to get some balls in and out. This is the type of drive you need. You don't have to score on every drive. But, you know, your defense is able to freshen up a little bit at halftime. They're banged up from a tough first half. If you can allow them to rest like this, they can keep showing you what they got like they did on the first drive at halftime. And maybe we can make a little run at it here. One thing you got to keep an eye on is one of the adjustments made from Helena is they are sending a lot of stunts, blitzes from corners, from outside linebackers, some wide pressure on that quarterback. So we either need to get the tackles out to give a little bit more pass pro or just get these balls up and out, which is what we've been doing so far. Some adjustments been made by the Blue Devils, and so far, so good.
Very good looking drive here for the Blue Devils coming out of halftime. So Juju picks up 6 yards on that last play, so 2nd and 4 now. Lowry hands off to Juju off that left side. Juju breaks it. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's what they needed, Brett, right there. A statement drive from the Blue Devils.
Number 2, Juju Hill. Here's the replay. Runs behind some fantastic blocks. Breaks a couple of tackles. Finds his way through the pile into the end zone. His first touchdown of the season. First touchdown of the game for the Blue Devils. 2nd on the season so far. Blue Devil defense came out, made a statement, and the offense follows in turn. Touchdown, Moody.
That all-important extra point. Tristan Harvard is your holder. Snap, plays, kick, up. It's good with 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go in this third quarter. Moody on the scoreboard. They trail Helena 21-7. Very, very positive there, Brett, on that drive.
Yeah, that was huge. You know, not only find their way in the end zone, take some time to allow the defense to rest up a little bit and come out and continue to do what they were able to do on the first couple of drives, which is make some stops. So let's see if we can pin them back deep like we believe that we will. We've come to know from Legatron, Mr. U.
Well, it looks like they will be starting on the 20, so if we can get that defense to get another stop. Now we found some momentum here. McPherson has it teed up on his own 40. And it will go into the end zone. So Helena will start from their own 20-yard line.
Helena will take over at their own 20, first and 10.
Stay with us at the conclusion of this ball game. Hear comments from Coach Tatum. And always on every Wednesday, the Coach Tatum Show on the 411 Network. Every Wednesday on the 411 Network.
Jaden Strickland and Kylan Baker at safety. Excuse me, maybe Jaden Strickland at corner. Owen Randall rolling down, you know, playing pretty tight on this receiver. We've seen him blitz out of this position multiple times.
Sure have. Sereno's waiting on the snap. He's going to give it off Studemeyer. He's looking for a little running room off that right side. He's still up and breaking tackles. He picks up about maybe 7.
Strong running from Studemeyer right there. I mean, defense set the edge, made a wall, and he's able to break his way through. Get a pick up about 7 yards on first down. Jasper McRae, linebacker, eventually brings him down.
2nd and 3 now for Helena. But they're just taking their time as they're trying to get that first victory of the season here on the road. Studemeyer again with the ball, looking for a little run. He's met right there from that. There's Carlos Bryant.
Carlos Bryant.
A player in Carlos Bryant.
Knowing Nunnally in on the tackle as well, meet him right at the line of scrimmage and don't give him an inch. Fantastic play from those two men and the rest.
A big third down now, 3rd and 3 for this defense as this Moody crowd is starting to make some noise. We didn't hear that last week, Brett.
Feeling a little bit of momentum right now if we can make a stop.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. Sereno looks over the defense. Looks like he may be changing his play. Takes the snap. He's going to give it off to Jayla. Oh, great play. Great play from the defense.
Looks like who is that? Brock Willis.
Brock Willis.
Senior playmaker. We've been with him since freshman year. Big time, here's a replay. Big time players make big time plays, and watch him set the edge, keep his outside free, crush the blocker, wrap up and make the tackle.
Noah Nunnally making some noise in there, breaking up them blocks.
And what a fantastic sight right there. See a well-rested defense come out, make 2 big stops right out of halftime. Let's see if the offense can continue the momentum.
Big 4th down as they're lined up to punt.
Really need to execute this. Can't muff a punt or miss a blocked assignment. Can't rough the punter.
Good kick. They got to get away from it. Is it going to take a bounce? Just let it die. It dies right there and is downed on the Blue Devil 40-yard line.
Got helped out a little bit. Oh, flags in the backfield.
Yeah, see. Not sure what the penalty is.
Yeah, didn't have eyes over there.
There's 2 flags down. I don't know. There was a scuffle with 2 Helena players with one of our players. So it could be a legal. It could be a legal formation on the punt team. Possible. But somebody's helmet came off for Helena, so I don't know if it was. A scuffle going on. This Coach Tatum's out on the field trying to. As we're all waiting the results. So here we go from the head referee. They're back discussing again.
Really would hate to give something away right here after 2 big stops and a touchdown. Certainly taking their time to make sure they get it right.
It looks like the defense for Helena is still on the field. So here we go. Holding. Well, maybe holding. He's looking back over. Holding against Helena. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Moody. Somebody got ejected. Not sure who got ejected.
I'm not seeing who got ejected. The one I saw running from that area was Kylan, but there was some other ones involved too.
Holding against Helena. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Moody.
And looks like they're going to let Helena choose who they want ejected because the officials can't seem to agree on who it was.
The referees are explaining what happened to Coach Tatum. Not sure who. Maybe Willie can find out for us down there on the sideline.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So sounds like maybe. So it was against, at the sportsmanlike was against Helena, not us.
They definitely called it.
They called it against Moody.
Us.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. But apparently it was against them.
And do we know who was ejected on their side?
I'm trying to find that out too.
Okay, while we're going back.
Yeah, yes, he just called. He called the holding on Moody and the unsportsmanlike on Helena, so he flipped.
Okay, he flipped it.
And I'll take that trade.
Yeah.
to not lose a player.
Amen.
What's he keep? Okay.
Okay, he's got to march off the 10
Yeah,
for the
now
hold, and
he's
now
gotta
he'll
march
do
off
the
the
15. So it should be our ball at the 45?
Well, it should be.
Yep, 45.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take it.
All right.
Man, good to be on the right side of that call.
Yep.
I mean, holding's not great, but here's that 2 running back set that we thought we might see with Trigg and Juju.
Actually, Aiden White.
Excuse me.
Takes it to 8. Oh, he had open field, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, and he was too excited to run off and try to score a touchdown. Number 10 was on the coverage. Looks like William Taylor.
Oh, man, what a great play call from the offensive coaches.
Yeah, certainly was. And frustrated again. We saw that in the first half. Just some execution issues, some good calls in the right places. Just can't make the connections.
So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Trigg Murdoch in at running back. Here comes the blitz. Lauer's got to get rid of it. Miscommunication there. And up. Looks like they may get it.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely a penalty on them.
They're calling that
hold against
holding,
Helena.
yeah.
Yes, he almost ripped his arm off.
That'd be a 10 yards, so it should be enough for a first down. Yep, that will move the change and give the Blue Devils a first down into Husky territory. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Aiden White goes in motion. There's Trig Murdoch off that left side. He's got some speed. He turns the corner. He's down the sideline, and he's going to pick up another maybe 9, 10 yards, and we got a flag.
Looked like they might have got fish on that one. One of those that really could have gone either way. Went against us on that. And Trig really does have some speed. We've seen that a couple of times when he tries to hit the edge. I'm thinking, wow, he's going to get caught, and then he turns on the burners and gets around the corner. Unfortunately, that one's going to come back.
Yeah. So it's going to be first and about. Happened at the line of, right there at the line of scrimmage, so first and 20.
First and 20, Moody from their own 45.
Twins at the top of your screen, twins at the bottom. Single running back with Trig Murdoch. Birchfield in motion. Jake takes the snap. Got time. Oh, he was wide open. Man, oh man, was he wide open.
And that's Aiden White again. They just can't seem to get on the same page. Some late pressure came in from Helena. Jake had plenty of time, just not able to connect, not really on the same page there.
I mean, that was just execution right there.
Again, that's 6 points to the house. This Trig will run off, and Juju will run onto the field, second and long, about a Walmart parking lot.
Officially second and 20. They say 23. Jake Lowry takes the snap. He's going to go deep to Birchfield, and it's overthrown.
Birchfield got tied up a little bit there, lost some of his speed.
Two minutes, 41 seconds to go in this third quarter.
See what they go to on third and long here. Haven't had a whole lot of successful chunk plays yet. We're going to give this one a shot. Helena's got two high safeties. So they'll be looking to keep everything in front of the chains.
Birchfield goes in motion, giving Jake Lowry some time. He's going to throw it to Austin Drybert. Oh, man. In and out of the hands, looking for a flag. Do not get it.
Yeah, just had to stop his route and come back. Lost that speed, not hit in stride. And,
he's got a flag.
We got a flag over here on the sideline. Probably going to be sideline warning.
Offense is staying on the field for now. Sideline warning officially on the Blue Devils. Now the punt team runs on.
Had a little momentum there, Brad, and costly penalties stalled the drive. So fourth down. Let's see if we can pin them back deep. McPherson, looks like he may have shanked it a little bit. He did. That's going to go out.
And he has to be in a hurry to punt this. They're breathing down his neck.
35-yard line.
Goes out of bounds.
2 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the third quarter.
see if this defense can make another stand. I mean, we're really close. I mean, you look back on a few key plays in this football game, a little tighter coverage here, a connection on a pass here, and it's a much tighter football game. There are a few things that haven't clicked tonight on the execution side that we're going to have to tighten up.
Sereno waits on the snap. He takes it. He's going to hand it off to J-Lo. He's found a little opening. Big run, about 12 yards off that right side to move the change for the Huskies. Chattanooga beats West Georgia 24-10. That is a final. Thompson 23, Clay Chalkville 7 in the third.
It's good to have college football back.
New set of downs for the Huskies. The J-Lo gets it again off that right side. He's moving tacklers with him. He's going to pick up maybe, I'd say he picked up 5 yards. So be second and maybe officially going to give him 4. So 2nd and 6.
Jaden Strickland's going to run off. Number 19, Jaden Strickland had some reps as a freshman last year for your Blue Devils. So bring a timeout for the Blue Devils to get things squared away.
Blue Devils. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
When storm season hit, it was bad. It was rain, hail, lightning, tree limbs coming down on the roof. It was overwhelming. But then I called Revolution Roofing and everything changed. They did a thorough inspection. Everything went really quickly. They handled the claim process and they made the whole thing really easy for me. If your home is hit by a storm or your roof is older and you want to get a free estimate, do what I did. Call Revolution Roofing and get your peace of mind back.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. 2nd and 6 for the Huskies in Blue Devil territory. Sereno's looking to pass. Got a guy wide open.
Oh, Noah Nunnally almost chased him down. Absolute busted coverage, miscommunication on there. Nobody within about a mile of number 8 again.
JP
another
Schultz.
Touchdown. Yeah, multiple touchdowns on the night.
So basically what happened, he run, and they fake it to the running back. Everybody gets sucked in, and tight end wide open for another Husky touchdown with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. High snap, kick. Extra point is good. 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. You know, you opened the season with 2 tough opponents. And Moody's been in this situation before in the last couple of years. I remember playing Gainesville, then Oxford, and going 0-2 and then making a run in the regular season. But, you know, Region 6 in 4A, look at those teams. And there's some very, very tough teams in that region, Brad. Yeah. I mean, Clay County, Leeds, Alexandria. I mean, it's going to be to be in that top 4.
It's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, you need to get, you got to start preparing next week, and they'll start doing that Sunday for region play.
Good news, an extra day of recovery, extra day of watching film. Thursday night games, can't stand Thursday night games. I'm treating it like a Friday. I'm taking off work tomorrow.
week 0 of college football. You had the game in Ireland, so when you get up Saturday morning, as Chris Lewis has it teed up. Little pooch kick is going to go to Aiden White. He takes it, looking for a little running room. There's a hole. Aiden White's got some speed. He breaks it. Oh, and he's brought down right at about the 48-yard line. A good tackle from the Huskies. That is Kaya Coleman. He's a 6', 180 senior for the Huskies, but a good return from Aiden White.
Yeah, several, second good return for him. Opportunity for the Blue Devils to strike back quick. Love to see a chunk play right here. Driving down the field's fantastic. A little momentum grabbed early on would be good for the fan base and the players on the sideline.
Let's see what this offense does. Now you got the two-back set. Aiden White goes in motion. Jake Lowry looks to throw.
Just
almost picked off.
Threw it right into the hands of Mason Bailey for Helena. Can't come up with the interception, but 2 Blue Devils in the area, but not close to that one.
A lot of these routes are timing routes, and those will improve as the season goes on. But right now, we're just not. Our timing's off just a little bit.
Well, we didn't have an entire offseason with this crew. That shows. Again,
Murdoch looking for a little running room, and he is a hard runner. He picks up 2 yards off that left side, but Helena has a player slow getting up.
It's to Reed Lucas. Slow to get up with
having an injury timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars in college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. 3rd and 8 now for the Blue Devils. 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Let's see what we dial up here. Birchfield goes in motion. Jake Lowry with the snap. He's going to go deep with it. Oh, in and out of the hands of Aiden
so
White.
Close. So many times, so close. Jake Lowry making great throws just outside of the grasp of Aiden White. And the punt team will run out with 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
So close. But again, execution. Concentration, execution.
Play calls have put us in a really good position this half to succeed. Haven't been able to close out on them. Got to look out for these blocked punts. They've been very close almost every time.
I don't know if we're short a man. Good punt. Helena will start from their own, looks like 12, 13 yard line. I didn't know if we had a 10 men on the field. Coach Tatum was not very happy, but good punt from Ryan McPherson. Let's see what this defense again has played. I know the giving up 28 points doesn't look like they've played well, but they have really improved from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah, still short of DJ Price, Cade Mitchell, not at full strength yet. Hoping to see a full strength defense a week from now in Lou Scales. Great defensive stop on first down. Several Blue Devils in on the tackle right around the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's Stoudemire on the ball or DeJalo. But looks like that's going to another helmet coming off for the Blue Devils.
Nope. Second and 10, Helena.
Kobe Taylor run in for Brock.
Second and 10, so this looks like this
That's
is
the quarter, guys.
That's the end of the third quarter as your Blue Devils trail Helena 28-7. We'll pause as we have the lowering of our flag.
If you would, please rise if you are able. Turn your attention to the south end zone for the playing of taps and the lowering of our nation's flag.
As always, we would like to thank our men and women serving our country all across the world, protecting our freedom. To our first responders, we thank you. As we get ready to start this fourth quarter, Brett, a lot of, like we said earlier, a lot of improvement from that defense. Offensively, still trying to find their niche.
Yeah. Like I said, play calls have put them in some positions to pick up some yardage, even on the first few drives. Just that timing, like you mentioned, quarterback to receiver, and this group didn't have the entire offseason together, which definitely makes a difference. Throwing together in the early days of summer, and even last year after school, getting together to toss the rock around a little bit. You can tell that's lacking just a little bit, and as the season goes on, we expect that to improve.
Second and 10 now. Stoudemire with the ball, looking to run off that right side behind those linemen. He stutter steps, and he's going to get positive yardage.
Yeah, and I got to say this because it's one of my favorite plays in football. Donnie Dennis right there did exactly what he's looking for to set the edge, kept his outside arm free, shut down the line of scrimmage, just waiting for the rest of his team to scrape in behind him, and nobody ever really came. So solid pickup on second down, but great play for Donnie Dennis, number 4 right there for the Blue Devils.
Got a Thompson-Clay update. Thompson leads Clay Chalkwell 30-7 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Southside leads Hokes Bluff 35-0 in the fourth quarter. So third and about, let's say, 6. Stoudemire looking for a little opening room, but nothing. Going to bring up fourth down, I believe.
Looks like it's 4th and 1.
Big Nasties, that's
yeah, the official is going to be 4th and 2.
Carlos Bryant and Kyron Adams just made a pile in there that he couldn't overcome, and looks like they're sending out the punt team with Aiden White back to receive for the Blue Devils.
Number 4, Aiden White back deep to receive the
Got to keep an eye on the football right here. Can't be too overeager to block this punt.
Watch for the hard count. What a kick. Nice high kick. Aiden White with the fair catch at about the 42-yard line of Moody. Again, next week, the Blue Devils will be on the road.
It's another flag on the play. These special teams plays have had a lot of laundry on the field. Something on Helena. Yeah, Moody.
No, holding against Moody. He went toward Helena.
He did. That's the second time we've seen that.
Yeah, holding against Moody. That's 10 yards from that spot of the foul. Next week, the Blue Devils travel up to Alexandria Lou Scale Stadium. Great venue for high school football. Lowry hands off to Aiden White on the round. He got a little run room. Aiden White picks up big yardage.
Great block from Juju Hill. Flatlined one of the players, number 3 for Helena. Big first down for the Blue Devils. Look at Aiden White getting involved, finding creative ways to get the ball in the hands of the playmakers, and that's what Coach Tatum talked about at halftime. Had to find a way, and they did on that one.
First and 10, Moody. Right at their own 49-yard line. Dryburg goes in motion. Juju with the ball, looking for a little block. He gets it. He turns the corner. Juju still up and running, dragging tacklers with him. Juju Hill picks up about 14, 15 yards.
Here's a replay right here. You can watch him decide to break it outside. Several blocks upfield. Aiden White in on there. Caden Evans in. Great block from him to free him up. So Juju Hill picks up another first down for the Blue Devils, and they're rolling here with Trig Murdoch and Aiden White in the two-back set at running back.
Dryburg again in motion. They bring the blitz. Aiden White, he's got the blockers in front of him. He breaks it. The 25-20 down to about the 16, 17-yard line.
Again, here's a replay, another great block from Trigg. You can watch him kind of open it up right here.
Yep.
Gives him just a step to get upfield, picks it up an extra 20 yards almost after that block. And the Blue Devils are rolling, little momentum here. And you can see the hands on the hips of the starting defense from Helena.
Trig Murdoch takes the handoff, little running room outside. Trig Murdoch 10 and brought down about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, so we're getting them all involved. Aiden White in at running back. Here's another replay. Trig Murdoch also and Juju Hill. Looks like a timeout taken by Helena to try to take some momentum away from these Blue Devils. But look at this spark that we're seeing. 3 running backs in 3 plays all pick up chunks of yardage.
Seeing Aiden White in there just gets it, like you said, gave him that spark. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Helena calls a timeout, and you score. You're 2 scores away. The defense has been playing well enough, so this kind of gives us some momentum. Maybe some things could happen here for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, might be thinking we're a little late. We needed this one more drive, keep another touchdown off. But with these chunk plays, the way that they're moving and getting quick to the line of scrimmage, if we end up with another 3 and out after putting 7 points on the board right here, that's why they play the football game. You know, crazier things have happened in high school football. Regardless of what happens, we're seeing a spark that we can really build on for next week. We're seeing some things that are gelling together and working. Need to get some passing figured out, but certainly some positives to take into region play.
2nd and 1. Dryburg in motion. Little toss to Trig Murdoch. He breaks one tackle. He's going to lose maybe a yard on that play as Helena has a man slow getting up.
And that was big number 97 for Helena. That was Joel Crutchfield, 6', 230 sophomore. Just introduced 77 Fisher Brenniger. Finished that play on the turf.
So 3rd and 2. I believe this is going to be a dose of Juju here, Brett. And it gets it. Juju looking for the. He gets it. Juju Hill over the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. No flag.
He is a hard man to tackle. Juju Hill, 2nd touchdown of the night. Here's the replay. Bounces it outside again. Wide receivers blocking upfield. Abrams blocking way upfield as well. Fantastic execution from the entire team. And Juju Hill, 2 touchdowns on the evening.
You give it to your playmakers when you're needing 2 yards, and great run and blocking on that play call to get Juju in the end zone. All important extra point. Snap, place, kick. It is good. With 8 minutes to go in this ball game, Helena 28, Moody 14. So, well, you know, to me, Helena kind of got conservative on that last series a little bit, trying to run some clock. Well, now you got 8 minutes in the ball game. You really can't get conservative here. But the momentum is on the Blue Devil side right now, Brett.
That's certainly right. You know, Helena has abandoned the passing game in the last couple of drives. You know, multiple touchdowns through the air. So if you're the Blue Devils, you know, they scored on that last one 2 drives ago. If you're the Blue Devils, you got to look for it over the top and not just rely on them to continue the ground and pound from that they attempted last drive.
I got to give a shout out to the young lady that just did the 14 push-ups over here for the on top of the board. I don't know where the guys were, but the lady, she looked pretty good getting it done. So, you know, good shape. Good job by her.
McPherson has it teed up on the 40. Deep, deep kick that will go into the end zone. So Helena will start from their own 20-yard line. Coach Tatum out there challenging his defense to get some stops here. 3 and out would be nice. We mentioned that the Blue Devils will be on the road next week for the next 2 weeks. The Blue Devils will travel to Alexandria and Anniston. They will be back home on September the 18th. Homecoming here at the Bill, hosting the Lincoln Golden Bears, who another team that's improved. Brett thought they're off this week.
Yeah, not a lot of easy games on the schedule.
No, it's not. So 1st and 10, Helena. Sereno waiting on the snap. He takes it. He looks to throw. Pass is complete. Oh, and great Stoudemire. Brock Willis cleaned it up, and that play is going to lose.
Yeah, two senior playmakers for the Blue Devils. Colin Baker makes the first contact. Barack Willis eventually cleans it up with a loss on 1st down. It's right where the Blue Devils want to be. Number 27 in for the Blue Devils, it's Camden Hines.
Play loss looks like 2 yards. 2nd and 12 now, as they're just letting that clock run. 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the ball game. Man, a turnover would be huge right here.
This place would go just about ballistic.
Yeah. Stoudemire with the ball, looking for a little running room, and he's not going to get it. That defense He picks up he picked up about 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 from our view up here. Big 3rd down here, and then you got to start thinking about using your timeouts. 2 timeouts for the Blue Devils. Helena has all 3, but they're just letting that clock run. We're under 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 27 seconds.
And you can feel a little bit of energy over here on the sideline and in the stands for the Blue Devils. Got to look for somebody to go over the top, tight end. And that's where they're going.
Little screen play to Owen Randall read that. What a play from Owen Randall.
Big play.
The junior. Man.
And that's, you're looking for something that takes a timeout,
there
a perfect time.
Yep. Now you got to start using your timeout.
This is what you're looking for. Kylan Baker, Barack Willis, Owen Randall, your guys who have been there, who have had the most successful season in the history of Moody football, to step up, be leaders, bring some energy, bring some excitement, bring some belief to the sideline and to the stadium. Fantastic play by Owen Randall and the rest of the Blue Devils. And after a timeout, the Huskies will be forced to punt it away, and we'll see what the Blue Devils can do. Unfortunately, the majority of our momentum has come from the ground, so we're going to have to keep the clock going, but get back on the ball fairly quickly. This 2 running back set gives us multiple options. Maybe pause for a moment and try to pop it over the top after a couple of runs. But a touchdown right here certainly puts a little bit of pressure on the Huskies.
It does. 2-score game. 6 minutes, 1 second to go in the ball game as Helena brings on their punt team. A lot of improvement in the second half, Brett.
Yeah, certainly.
From last week.
Regardless of how this game ends, so much to build off of that you're seeing in the second half. Getting some pieces of the puzzle figured out, a little bit more confidence and energy from your team.
Good high kick. Aiden's going to call the fair catch. Oh, no.
He didn't touch it.
He did not touch it, but it takes a Helena Husky roll and going to be down to about the 26-yard line.
Long way to go. Good job, Aiden, to not touch that if he's going to trip to get far enough away from the football.
This has got to be 4-down territory.
With
5 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the ball game. So, that having Aiden in there on the jet sweep kind of gave them the spark with Murdoch and Juju Hill. We'll see what happens here.
Looks like this is what we'll see again. Trig Murdoch and Aiden White.
Aiden White in the backfield.
2-back set. Looks like a timeout taken by maybe Helena.
Not sure.
Yep.
Helena does take a timeout. We'll stay here with it, folks. Talk about Carlos Brown a little bit, Brett. We found out that he was a offensive lineman in the spring.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He was working with the offensive lineman, apparently doing a pretty good job of it, but they needed a little bit more energy on the defense, and he was very happy to make the switch. So Carlos makes the switch and then steps in. After a pretty bleak week 1, Carlos was kind of a shining star. Fantastic young man. My wife had the pleasure of teaching him when she was at the junior high, and just had plenty of good things to say about him, the type of young man he is. So glad to see him having some success and continuing that again this week. And an interesting kind of a pistol set. Talked about the wing tee a little bit before the game. They're going to motion out of it. I like that pre-snap movement.
Lowry waits on the snap. White goes in motion. Low snap. He's got to get on it. He's going to go down to Dryberg. Dryberg, go!
Oh, yes, he got it.
Got the.
And that a great call. He was hugged and wrapped up and pulled down to the ground. The official was all over it. Here's the replay. Several low snaps. We're going to have to figure that one out. But you see Lowry get it up and get it out and just pulled down to the ground is Dryberg. And that is a huge penalty call to benefit the Blue Devils here.
Lowry's pass falls incomplete.
So it's going to move the chains. It's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Lowry with the snap. Trig Murdoch looking for the block. He stutter steps. Trig Murdoch off that left side picks up maybe looks like 4 yards here as that clock runs. So you got to watch that clock.
Got to get back to the line of scrimmage as quick as you can. Juju will run onto the field as Trig runs off. By the way, awesome football name, Trig Murdoch.
Yeah.
I think we've spoken about that. Some confusion.
Aiden White looking for a little running room. Stutter steps, but pushes the pile forward and gets positive yardage. Not sure what.
Yeah, Max Abrams a little frustrated with something that happened. And
yeah. Looks like he may have a cramp.
is that officially an official timeout, or is that charged
I don't think so.
To a team?
It may be the Heat timeout, I believe.
Comes at a good time for us.
We're still showing 2 timeouts on the board. 1 timeout for Helena.
And 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the game. Running out of time, but yeah, a lot of positives you're seeing from the Blue Devils here.
The clock starts. You got to have a little sense of urgency here.
Yep.
Lowry waits on the snap. You got a lot of time movement. Juju Hill.
It's a lot to ask of him, and he does find his way out of bounds.
Looks like the clock is continuing to run. 4th down here. About to go under 4 minutes here at Bill Morris Stadium, so you got to go for it. 4th and a long 3, so this ball game on the line. Let's see what we dial up here.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm going to Juju. Unless you're thinking touchdown here, unless you think Helena is going to dial up everything on Juju Hill and you try to throw it over the top.
He didn't call it. You got 13 seconds on the play clock. He didn't break the line of scrimmage. I almost thought they were going to get us. We're about to get penalized.
I mean, you gotta go.
They're not going to make it.
I don't know how in the world that happened. After realizing they weren't going to call the penalty, still had 13 seconds and
a lot of time off the clock there. A lot of miscommunication. You know, he jumped and Fisher pointed.
Which could have got us for a false start.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to get us for a false start, but they didn't.
They didn't call anything. We had 13 seconds left, and everybody just stood around.
So they're bringing in that heavy package again. We're showing 2 timeouts. I don't know if that's right or not. I'll be honest with you, Brett.
I don't know. It can be.
All right, 4th and about 3. So let's see what we dial up. Colin Baker in the backfield. Juju with the ball, looking for running room. Juju Hill's going to get the first down. He's still up, and he goes out of bounds. He moves the chains.
They're hustling back to the football, so heavy package really works out. Looked really good there. A lot of big guys making some space. Linebackers in, the rest, and some trash talk happening on the sideline over here. But the Blue Devils are back on the line of scrimmage and in a good position, but just over 3 minutes left to go. 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
To be exact.
Yep.
Let's see if we're going to take a shot here. And we are. Jake Lowry looking to throw. Oh, he had him. Oh, man.
It was good coverage there from
slowed him down just a little bit.
He was able to hit bump him and get him out of his intended route. He wanted to kind of bend that seam route just barely in. I like taking a shot right there on first down. Clock stops and the incomplete pass. Aiden White's got plenty of speed to try to beat that guy. Just can't connect again.
Thompson all over Clay Chalkwell, 37-7 in the fourth quarter. Oh, man.
Ran a draw play right there. Delayed start for Juju getting off the ball, and he gets hit hard in the backfield.
Deshaun McLean, he's a junior, 6'2", 230 junior. So now you're down to 2 more plays. Third and about 15.
McLean will find somewhere to play on Saturdays, I'm sure. He's got a great build and a fantastic motor.
Aiden White goes in motion. Lowry waits on the snap. He takes it, rolls out. He's got White open. He's going to throw it.
Oh, he's not even looking for it. Yeah. It's like a miscommunication.
That's Caden Evans, sophomore wide receiver for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, just didn't expect the ball to be coming his way. And you can see there where we're still battling some deficiencies where when we could rely on the run earlier on in the football game, a drive ago, we are picking up well, and we're forced to go one-dimensional through the air. Slowed up just a little bit, and definitely not helped with one of the best receivers in our division, Elijah Rutledge.
Yeah.
Sideline for tonight.
But next week is region play. And we've got 3 region games. That will kind of tell us where we are. Lowry takes another, and just miscommunication there from Lowry and Dryburg, and that's going to do it, folks, as the Blue Devils, a lot more fight in them this week, Brett.
Yes.
A lot of improvement. Again, I know we're not in moral victories here, but
you certainly feel better leaving the stadium this week
than
last.
The challenge that Coach Tatum gave his team, I believe they answered some of it. I'm sure he's not going to be happy, but not sure why our defense is on the wrong side of the ball there, but J-Lo gets the ball and picks up about 9 yards. Helena is going to get their first win against the Moody Blue Devils in this series. Started back in 24, and it's been a very exciting series.
Sure has been. I thought we were going to get another classic finish for a moment here.
It was setting up to be that. You're right, Brett, but again, we'll tell a lot more about this team. I know we improved in some areas, so
hopefully a week from now we get to see the full product, all the pieces put together, all the players ready, sharpened up a little bit for region play, and that's where the game really starts to matter more.
J-Lo gets the ball again, and he's going to pick up maybe 1 yard. Stay with us at the conclusion of this ball game as we have some comments from Coach Tatum about tonight's ball game.
Big tackle from Donnie Dennis met him at the line of scrimmage. Another good player that showed some spark, and the Blue Devils will take a timeout here.
45 seconds to go in the ball game. Coach Tatum Show will be broadcast every Wednesday on the 411 Network. Look for that next week. But again, the Blue Devils will on the road at Alexandria, and if you've never been to Alexandria, you need to go at least one time in your lifetime to experience the fan base over there. It's just a very unique place. There's stories of the ghost of Lou Scales comes out at that stadium, and crazy things happen. But Moody, for the last 2 years, have been on top of Alexandria, and they've started coming back. You know, Coach Ginn, a lot of rumblings about him. The Ginn family's been in that program for a very long time, but you know, he stayed with it, and he's turned things around. Victory formation here as he takes the knee, and that's pretty much going to do it as Helena gets their first win of the season, 2026, a little tongue-tied there, 2026 season. As the clock winds down, under 10 seconds now. Again, we need to
Your final score, Helena 28, Moody Blue Devils 14.
as the coaches come to midfield and meet. Thompson beats Clay 37-13, so Thompson gets that win. Now we're walking over to get ready to get some comments from Coach Tatum. We're going to take it down to the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland, with head football coach Kyle Tatum.
Coach, I know we don't talk more victories around here, but that was a different team that walked out of that locker room in the second half.
Yes, sir. I think just from Sunday on, we told the truth. We didn't play well last Friday, and I firmly believe in all my heart we played good enough to win that game tonight in a lot of areas. Now, there's some areas where we got to get better, and we got to be able to play well against a tough opponent. They had a tremendous D-line. Give Coach Busby and those guys credit. They came in here, lost a lot of guys. They were down some O-linemen. We were down some guys, and it was a war. And in wars like that, we got to create takeaways. We can't have missed tackles. We can't have drop explosive passes. We had our chances tonight, Willie, and we just didn't take advantage of it.
Well, we go into region play next week in one of the toughest places around. I know you haven't been in that place, but it's a special place up there, Lou Scales Stadium. But Alexandria is number one, first on the region for us to play next week.
Yes, sir. And then we're excited to go on the road. Heard a lot of good things about Alexandria. I feel like our team is built for adversity. We've been through a lot already since January. So, our kids are resilient. We'll find a way to fight back. The locker room is solid. Our kids love each other, and they're going to keep playing hard. There's no question.
Well, Coach, I will see you next Friday morning at about 7 a.m.
All right, brother, man. I appreciate you, Willie. Thank you. Right. Yes, sir.
There you go, guys.
All right, Willie, thank you. You hear it from Coach Tatum. They were in a dogfight tonight. They had opportunities and just didn't capitalize on them. But, tonight's over. You start preparing for Alexandria tomorrow morning for region play. So, again, at Alexandria, kickoff is at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets at the gate or through GoFan. 411 broadcast start about 6 p.m. The game day crew, broadcast crew for game day picks will start about 6:30 or so. Hope everybody will pack it up and head toward Alexandria next Friday. And again, we appreciate everybody tuning in to the 411 Network. Everybody have a great Friday tomorrow. It's not Saturday, so have a great Friday and have a great weekend. And again, thank you again for watching us on the 411 Network, and go Blue Devils.